right. Think we are all set up, ready to go.
I'm back, and the Kirby Air Riders update is awesome. It adds game share and a Grand Prix mode to the paddock.
Yo, let's go. Shoutouts. Okay, yeah, I thought for a second. Okay, hold up. Here we go. My setup was all messed up. All right, there we go. I'm not floating anymore. All right, there we go. All right, what's good, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got a great show for you guys. Big love to Justin. Welcome back, Justin. I'm so glad you're not like frozen right now, because I know that you had all those issues with what's it called, with the cold storm. Looks like things are getting better for many people out there. So yeah, man, it's great. Yeah, sorry about the little mishap with the camera. I was trying to adjust it because I was doing dual output, and then like my whole screen just went blank for like a second. I couldn't see anything, so I was like, what's going on here? And then finally it like snapped to where I can see it, but by then I had already messed up some things. So I hope you guys are all doing great. Big love to Justin with the 10. Big love to Dane with the 3. Yo, let's go.
Donating faster than it took me to request a refund for dispatch.
Yep.
Nintendo out here censoring it harder than all the e-slop on their platform. Such an unforced error and setback to Nintendo's recent third-party momentum.
I mean, I don't think it's that big, but like, I think that dispatch in terms of that, because I mean, there's still going to be a ton of third-party games coming out and all that, so I don't think it's like some type of massive, like, oh no, there's not going to be any, so I don't think it's that, but it's definitely a problem. Like, it's definitely a problem that I feel that Nintendo needs to fix, because it doesn't make any sense considering games like Cyberpunk have full nudity and even more. So Dispatch is an interesting game because it's not really like, there's not really like gameplay. It's just like the nudity and the stuff in Dispatch is just kind of done for like shock value, because it's not a real game. It's like it's like an interactive novel movie thingy. It's kind of hard to explain what Dispatch is, but it's not like an actual game. It's like you're watching a movie half the time and you're essentially just making decisions. And yeah, there are some mini games and there are some like some moments like where you have to actually like, you know, do some gameplay stuff. But a lot of the time it's just you just picking this, like listening and just watching, and then you making a decision like within a certain amount of time. So I think that might have caused some issues, because I mean, I had never seen anything from Dispatch because I planned on playing the game. But then I saw some of the stuff that was censored. I was like, oh, okay, man, that's kind of crazy. But I still don't think it should be censored. There should be a sensory toggle like there is on well, there is no Xbox version right now. Like there is on PC or like there is on PS5. So it's very disappointing that they decided to censor it. And like the censoring looks stupid as hell. Like it's not even done well. It's not even like blur. It's like done pretty badly from what I've seen. Like I said, from what I've seen, I don't know. I haven't played it. Like I haven't played Dispatch. Because I was planning on playing it on... Okay, let me be completely 100% honest. Like, I was waffling back and forth on playing the game, but there's people that are employed that did the voice acting for the game that I just don't feel like supporting. There's certain people in there, when I found out who the voice actors were, and I never do this, by the way, guys. Like, I don't do this, but there's certain people that did the voice acting in this game that I just don't feel like supporting. So I waffle back and forth whether I was going to support this game or not. You know, I didn't ask for a review code. I haven't really talked about it too much. I don't discuss it a lot because I don't want to support some of the people that are in the voice acting for this game. I'm not going to say who. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I was like some type of big supporter of the game and all that, and like I was going to buy it 100%. Like I was waffling whether I felt like supporting these people or not. You know, so there's that, but it's still a setback. I mean, I agree with Dane. Like, it's still a setback when it comes down to it, and it sets a bad precedent overall. Like, for third-party games, like, what can you do? What can you not do? You know? So yeah, that's the problem that I have. Shoutouts to Justin. Shoutouts to Nighthawk with the 10 as well. Yo, JoJo's coming in. He says, "What's up, bro? Thank you for streaming, curing my depression." Hey, man, if I can help you get over depression, or if I can help you guys be more confident, or if I can just bring entertainment to you guys' life, man, I feel like I've accomplished something. Like, it makes me happy because you guys helped cure my depression, you know? So Big love. Also, big combo breaks too. Shout outs. 15-minute. We got the full combos and extensions and rewards in today, guys. Let's go. Big love. 15-minute extension. 23 combos. We're going to shoot for the big 100 overclocks so we can get the platinum streak 104. So yeah, man. That's kind of like how I feel. Let me go over more shout outs though and I'll read you guys' comments. Party Man. What's up, Party Man? Welcome. What's up, Broads Gamer? Welcome. What's up, David V? What's good? And the reason why I don't want to say who it is because I don't want, see, unlike other content creators who try to project and tell you guys how to feel and tell you guys what to be mad at and stuff like that, I'm not trying to do that. So I'm not trying to give you guys any type of, you know, ulterior motives to support or not support something, you know? So that's why I don't want to say who it is that I don't feel like supporting, but there's a couple people that I don't feel like supporting that did voice acting in that game.
I'm not going to lie, it was looking kinda sketchy with the ice, but we survived.
Let's go.
Also, sorry, it's hard for me to care about dispatch. Lol.
Yeah, like, it's not everyone's cup of tea, I get it, you know? But I don't like the, like, it sets, like I said, it sets a bad precedent overall. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why I'm speaking out against it on Twitter, because I don't like that. Do I like some of the people that are in the game? No, I don't. Do I think the game should fail because I don't like those people? No, I don't think so. But, like, you know, the censoring of dispatch does not hurt the people. They already made their money. They already made all their money. They're already good. So it's not like this being worse on Switch 2 somehow. Like, now I'm not going to buy it. Now, I'm not going to support. They already made all their money. They made 3 million plus on PC and they sold 3 million plus on PC and PlayStation. So they already made all their money back and then some, you know? So my personal thing that I have with this game doesn't really matter. Shout out to David V. What's good? Don't you have that Nintendo censorship arc where people assume Nintendo's going to censor games like they did in the past? I mean, there could be. Like I said, it sets a bad precedent, so there could be that, depending on the game. I think it's going to be a case-by-case basis, you know? So yeah, shout outs to Nighthawk though. Thank you for the 10. Also, big love to Justin did that 10 too. So Justin, you got the 13 so far. We only got 4 more combos already. Goodness gracious! Before we have a 30-minute extension, Justin with the 13 as well, striking that first Ninja Blood. Welcome back. And Nighthawk, thank you for the 10. But Justin right now leading both boards. Anybody does 10 or 13 more, you can beat him up on both boards. Big love to Justin. Big love to Nighthawk. Appreciate you guys, man. Big love to Dane as well. Appreciate that. I see what Dane's saying, though, too. Like, I don't think it's going to be some type of major, like, oh, my God, everything is snowballing. But it's definitely not a good look. What's up, Aaron? Since Scott Pilgrim 2, a partner shout out today. Nintendo's Direct so full. The drop even more partner before next week. Have the drop even partner need before next week. I think they're just releasing videos as they're releasing videos like normal. So I don't think they're dropping everything beforehand just because there's something next week. I think they're just dropping stuff on the regular cadence that they drop stuff, you know? Like, I think it's just, that's really what it comes down to. But I think it's, next week is probably going to be a regular Direct because they need to date Fire Emblem. They need to date Yoshi. They need to date first party games. That's why I think it's going to be a regular Direct, not a partner Direct. What's up, Bead Queen? Welcome. What's up, Party Man? What's up, Dane? What's up, Flydius? What's up, Nosai? What's up, Aaron? What's up, Egomaniac? What's up, RJM? What is good, guys? What is good? Also, Dane with another 3 as well.
Yeah, it's more so the precedent for me, especially for other smaller third-party devs that might get spooked from Switch 2. I was curious about it, but only interested in playing that game handheld. So I won't be playing it now.
Yeah, I mean, that's they're not going to get spooked because of dispatch. Like, that's not going to happen. If a third-party developer wants to put out their game on the Switch 2, they're going to try to put out their game on the Switch 2. I don't think dispatch all of a sudden, oh my God, now I'm scared to put out my game because of dispatch. That's just made up. But no offense, I know you're just trying to, but that's just made up. Like, why would a smaller third-party dev be spooked over dispatch? That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. But if that's how they feel, then that's how they feel. Like, if they get spooked over this, then okay, let them get spooked. They can just release on PlayStation and Xbox and PC then. But I doubt that's gonna be a thing because you can still make money on Switch 2, so they're gonna release on Switch 2. But I don't think anybody's gonna get spooked. That doesn't make sense. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see here. I think shout outs though. Thank you, Dave, for another $3 dono. Expectations for whatever comes in the next direct, cautiously optimistic side. Like I said, it's the same stuff that we've been going through now, Buchoy, for a decade plus. We don't need to treat directs like they're like, oh my god, this could be like, we've had them for forever, guys. You can look forward to them. They're usually good. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, these aren't new. These are old. Like, Nintendo been doing directs for a long time, so you don't need to tiptoe into anything. Just be like, okay, I'm looking forward to the show. Hopefully it's good. That's it. It doesn't need to be anything more. Doesn't need to be anything else. You can get excited for it. You can be optimistic. You can be this. You can be that. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, like, they've been doing this for a long time. This isn't like a test case. This isn't like, they've been doing this for like decades plus. We've been getting great games announced at Nintendo Directs for a very long time now. So I always find it interesting when people walk in like with these tiptoeing attitudes, like this is some type of new thing, or it's like some type of like I don't know, like a sports game, like, oh man, I don't know who's gonna win or something. Or it's like, it's just a Nintendo Direct. They have these all the time. They're usually good. You can look forward to them. And also, it's cautiously optimistic or not, whatever. I know last time you said that you're not gonna believe anything until Nathan or until Nintendo says something. So just relax, guys. You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Just go into it like anything else. Or if you want to look back in the past, go back and look at all the other previous Nintendo Directs. You know, like they do these. We've had how many of them over the last decade? I think we've had around 30 plus regular Nintendo Directs over the last 10 years, so we have them all the time, so nothing to be worried about or anything.
It's strange that it's censored because there's so many examples of games that are not censored on Switch 1 and 2.
Exactly.
Also, I saw the Dragon Quest 7 Deluxe version lets you play 2 days early, and I had to get that because I need it sooner.
Yeah,
Lol.
I'm not a huge fan of them doing stuff like that with the early thing, but I get it though. You know, playing 2 days early is nice, so you know that'll get more people to buy it early. That's for sure. So yeah, I think it's like $75 to buy it, so it's like $15 extra. You get all the extra little bonus stuff too. So yeah. Thank you for the $3 dono though, man. I appreciate that. Big love. Honestly, bro, I wouldn't watch Arlo. If you want me to keep it a buck, I wouldn't even waste my time watching him. I know people watch him way more than me and they like him way more than me. Like, I get it, but I wouldn't even waste my time watching him. From what I've watched, I wouldn't waste my time watching him. But I get people like him and all that. But like half the time he's wrong on like damn near everything from when I used to watch him. I don't think he's been right on a ton of different things. And he barely plays a lot of Nintendo franchise. He only plays Mario, Zelda, and like Pikmin. So it's like he barely plays anything. But if you just want me to keep it up, like if you just want me to be honest, and once again, I know people like his channel more than mine. His channel's better. Like I get it. Like if this clip or whatever, like I get it. His channel's better than mine. He has way more subs. He's way better. He knows everything. I know. I get it. So I agree. I bow down to his subscriber count. But like, yeah, I wouldn't waste my time after like, it's just a lot of weird concern trolling. You know, it's like every direct, it's the same thing. I'm worried. I'm scared. They acting like little bitches for like no reason half the time. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to like Nintendo Directs, people acting weird as hell. They've been doing these Nintendo Directs for like forever. They've been doing them forever. Like the concern trolling is so weird to me. Like they've been literally doing these for so long. It's the same attitude that I have with people when it comes to like, even like NFL. It's like, oh, I'm concerned for this. Shut up. Just the season comes out. Let the guys play. Whatever happens, happens. Stop being concerned trolling or concerned. I'm concerned. For what? It's the same damn NFL I've been watching for my whole life. I'm never concerned over the 49ers. Do I want them to win? Of course I want them to win. Do I want them to do good? Of course I do. Will they win the Super Bowl? Probably not, but that's okay. I'll still have fun. I'll still enjoy my time. It's gonna be fine. Like, and if this one's not my cup of tea, the next one will, or the next one will, or whatever. But like, concern trolling videos are so stupid over directs. We have directs all the time. So I just think it's just silly, in my opinion. That's why I don't waste my time watching some of these people that concern troll. They do this every single direct. They do this. There's not a single direct where they don't do this. Every single one for the eternity, they've been doing concern trolling. Like, I'm concerned. I'm scared. For what? Shut up. Like, it's so stupid. Shut up. What are you scared about? What? It's just freaking video games. Shout outs to let's see here. Shout outs to Darius with the 10 and says, man, F Dispatch. I'm still pissed off about that game. Thought maybe you're more pissed off about your Rams pissing away that Super Bowl berth. But which one made you more mad? No, I'm just messing with you, Darius. Shout outs, bro. I appreciate the 10. Thank you for the big 10, man. Goodness gracious, you guys are out here tonight, bro. Let's go. 41 on the board. Big love to Darius. Tied up Justin with the Stream Ninja lead. Anybody does 10 or more, you can type or pass up Justin and Darius. Let's go. Shout outs to Darius. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Nintendo of America has new management. This policy was already in place before Nintendo of America had. They didn't change the policy all of a sudden at the very end of December. This policy was already there. When this game got certified, Doug Bowser was still in power at Nintendo. So they didn't change it all of a sudden right away. Then all of a sudden this happened. That's not true. This game was already sitting there on the server ready to go for a hot minute. So nah. I do not have Waterloo product placement. Listen, my wife, she just bought it. I started drinking it. It's all right. It's just some flavored, or it's, what is it? Sparkling water. It's just watered down water. It's just watered down flavors. It's all right. Let's see here. His channel is not better than yours. Although said Nintendo desperately needs a direct because they have nothing. They actually have more first-party games announced for this year than Microsoft and Sony, from what I understand. So they have games. It's just that stuff that he's not interested in. He's not interested in Pocopia. He's not interested in Fire Emblem. He's not interested in the Dust Bloods. He's not interested in Splatoon Raiders. He's not interested in Mario Tennis. He's not interested in Super Mario Wonder. You know, he's just not interested in all the games that they've announced as much. He's just not interested. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you shouldn't waste your time watching concern trolling videos of people saying, oh, they have nothing. They're just not interested. They only play Mario, Zelda, and like Pikmin. That's all he likes. So they have games announced for this year. Sure, they definitely need stuff for the fall, for like the end of the year and all of that. And they're going to announce that. They do this every single year. But people say the same thing every single year. Nintendo will have a million games announced, or they'll have like 5 or 6, and they'll say, oh, well, I don't like any of those. So they don't have anything. So like I said, that's why I don't really watch people that are just like, I just grift off Nintendo fans for views when they only like Mario, Zelda, and like one other franchise. Because half the whole year they're going to be making videos on why there's no Mario or Zelda, or why isn't there Mario and Zelda. And I can't stand fans like that. Me personally, like I said, I don't watch anybody that's like that. If that's all they like, and all they do is just complain that they don't get Mario and Zelda, you know. So yeah, that's why I said I don't really waste my time. Let's see here. Let's see here. Per Kit and Krista, there is no policy. The policy is just exec who makes the call. What exec? There's 2 for Nintendo. So, let's see. I'm disappointed that Dispatch is censored for Switch 2. It's not the end of the world for me. Hopefully they will change their mind someday. I think if enough people cancel those pre-orders and people don't buy the game, I think that'll get them to change their mind. So if you really want to see it, and if you're that mad and you had it pre-ordered, don't unpre-order it or get your money back. Call them and let them know. You know what I'm saying? Call them and let them. Like I said, I didn't buy the game, so I can't sit there and I can't do anything because I didn't buy it. So on that, I'm definitely not gonna buy it. But I already had, like I said, I was already not thinking about getting the game because there's people in there that I don't like from a voice acting perspective. But yeah, like, I know most people will probably say his channel is way better than mine, though. That's why I want to make sure that I put that out there. Because I don't get salty, or I don't get upset when people say my channel sucks, or they say I'm not good, or they say my channel's this or that. I don't really get upset at that. People take, like, as a content creator, people take offense, like, when you say that their channel sucks, or like when you're, I used to take offense to it too, but the thing that I realize is that, like, don't take offense to that. Like, a lot of people are going to think that you suck because there's so many content creators and there's so many people that do things different ways. So as long as you don't take offense for people saying that your channel sucks or clipping you or saying whatever, nothing can really hurt you. You can feel impenetrable in this game. So that's the stance that I've taken, is like, I'll say whatever the hell I want. I'll say whatever channel sucks I want. And if my channel sucked too, if you know, I'll just say it that way. So if there's any type of clapback, I'll be like, oh yeah, for sure. I know his channel way bigger. It's way better. You know, so it's all good. And that way, everything stays balanced. Yin and yang. Everything stays good. Because, like, yeah, I know my channel's trash to a lot of people. That's fine. Sure. It is. You know? They're way better than me. That's why they got more subs. So yeah. It literally has a Mario and Zelda for them to be happy. Yeah. So who do you not like in the voice, OJ? Yes. Who do you guys think in that game, Dispatch? Who do you guys think I have an issue with? For those who know the voice actors, who do you guys think I have an issue with? There's two. Maybe three, but two for sure. What did they censor? Some boobs and like superheroes, a male superheroes or villain's private part. The Dispatch devs have nothing to do with it. They're not the ones who censored their own game. Nintendo told them, if you want to release it on this platform, you gotta have it like this. So don't email the devs. It's not their fault. Nintendo's definitely responsible for the censoring. I'm extremely concerned for getting more games at the next Direct. How will I have time to play all the games? Seriously, when you're a Mario Zelda-er, you're worried or you're concerned because you don't play a lot of games. The people who are worried or concerned about the next Nintendo Direct, they know that 99% of the games aren't going to appeal to them because they're frauds and they don't like many games. And all they really like is Mario and Zelda and maybe Pikmin here or one other game. So they're concerned because they're not going to get what they want. And what they want is just Mario and Zelda. So that's the reason why they're concerned. They're concerned because most Directs, they don't get what they want because they don't play anything. They barely play any games. They barely play anything at all. They never show us their year in review. They barely play video games, but they can make a lot of money off video games, complaining, crying, whining, or whatever the case is. So the reason why they're concerned over this next Direct is that they're concerned because there's going to be a lot of stuff that they don't want to play because, like I said, they don't play games. If Nintendo brings out an Advance Wars or a Fire Emblem or a, or any other franchise, right? Like a different franchise, or a Splatoon, it's like, oh, I don't play that. That's the reason why they're concerned. Because they don't play nothing. So those are the people that usually get concerned trolling. It's the people that aren't really actual gamers anymore. They just got into the content creation space and can make money now and just continue to do it because that's what they decided to do. But they stopped being real gamers a long time ago. They stopped being actual gamers a long time ago. Somebody in the chat got it right. I'm not gonna say who, but somebody in the chat got it 100% right. Let's see here. Justin with another 3.
I have been playing a little bit of game called Escape from Ever After. It's a decent Paper Mario-like game. It even has a performance mode that brings it up to 60 FPS on Switch 2. Also, Yakuza Kiwami 2 is amazing.
A little bit game called Escape? It's like Paper Mario. But wait a minute, is it an indie game? It should just be is that a default? That should just be default 60. Why does that have to have a performance mode that hits 60? What? What's up, Jackson? What's up, the Great Wa? Most creators who are gamers tend to have smaller channels. There are exceptions, but I've noticed a trend. Most gaming channels are small gaming channels. Most channels on YouTube are small gaming channels. Most people don't got like a big gaming channel or a big channel at all, really. The large majority of content creators are small to mid-sized content creators. Whatever that means in today's day, to be honest. It seems like since late 2024, Nintendo's been going against cartoony games with explicit content, which is very bad. Niche Japanese games and indies. I mean, I don't know if that's the case. There's some examples of that being that. I think the problem is that it's inconsistent. I mean, there's a bunch of hentai slop games that are cartoony and that are hentai, you know? So I think there's definitely an issue. What's up, Epic Globster? Let's see, indie game. I mean, I don't have a problem with the performance mode. That's good that there's a performance mode, but like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, that should just be default 60. Like, I feel you on that one though, Justin. I feel you on that one, fam. I feel you. I'm glad that it does. Like, I'm glad that it does have the 60 FPS, but like, that's the issue. I'm guessing, is it on Switch 1 at 30 FPS? It's like, that's the issue that I have with so many indie games. They'd be like, yo, this is There should be no reason why this game's 30, but it's 30 on like an indie game or something. It's like, wait a minute, hold up. Looking like Paper Mario on the N64 or something, and you got 30 FPS. What's up, Shaw X? Welcome. I'm going back and forth on this. Do you think a game is only game key card that a person should buy digital? I haven't decided what's best at this point. If you like to sell your games, then no. Only buy all digital if you feel like you're never going to sell your game or let somebody else borrow the game without giving them a keys to your account, right? So that's my take is this. If you like physical games and you want to have some form of representation of physical, then buy the game. Even if it's a game key card, buy it that, because then you can sell your game, you can trade it, you can do what you want with it like it's a physical game. Yeah, you still got to download it, but at least there's a physical representation of the game. To me, that's the biggest difference between digital and physical. Whether you want to actually own something that's off of your system that you can sell to someone else or that you can let somebody else borrow, then buy the game as a game key card, because you know you can't do that with the digital game unless you give them your account, right? And then there's issues with even doing that. So that's what I would say. If you like physical games, then just buy the game as a game key card. If you don't, then just buy the game digital. Kevin with the 2 says, "What's up, OJ? How you doing today? Can I get any music from Super Mario RPG?" Yeah, for sure. Super Mario RPG music. 30 FPS is only necessary for bigger games because it takes up battery life. Battery life is an issue with running the game at 60 versus 30. That's true, but I don't think it's the only thing though. All I want is a more powerful Nintendo console. I'm actually pleased with Switch 2. Next console can be just the same, more stronger again, like Switch to Switch 2. I mean, we'll see what they do with the next console. We're getting ahead of ourselves, but yeah.
It's so weird Nintendo censored the game on Switch. I was looking forward to playing it on Switch and was considering pre-ordering it. I'm probably just going to play on PS5.
Yep.
Any idea why they might have done this?
I looked at some of the scenes that were censored and they're pretty they're pretty hilarious. I mean, some of them shouldn't have been, but one of them's like straight up like, okay, like, yeah, it is what it is, right? But yeah, I don't know why. I really don't. I don't know why. I think Kit and Krista made a video about it. So maybe they might be able to give you more insight, but they haven't worked at Nintendo for years, but yeah. Shout out to Justin with another 3.
You know what, I didn't even think about that. Lol, it looks like 1000-Year Door on the GameCube. It should definitely be 60 FPS. Lol, I sometimes feel some games are just 30 FPS by default on Switch.
Yeah, no, they are. Like a lot of them are. That's what I hated about Switch 1. It was like you would get an indie game and it was 30 and it's like, wait a minute. Why is this 30 FPS? Like, why is it there's no reason. And it's not like they're running at like, sometimes it wouldn't even be like 1080p like native. So, yeah. It wasn't the devs. No, the devs didn't enforce it. Why would the devs enforce it? That doesn't make any sense. The devs want the game to be exactly how it is on all platforms, you know. So it definitely was not the devs, no. Just an option in game format shouldn't make or break getting the game. The content should be kind of over the top, given the full reveal of the Switch 2 haul. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Miguel? Like, no point of view regarding metalcore genre. Yeah, I don't know anything about the metalcore genre and all that, brother. Sorry about that. What's up, Paul Gale? I'll go with game key cards so I can get my brother borrow games and vice versa. Yeah, so if you want to be able to actually let somebody borrow a game and all that, like, then go with the game key card. If you want to end up selling your game one of these days, then yeah, go with the game key card. If you don't care about that, then yeah, digital's fine. Nothing wrong with digital too if you want to roll with digital. It's just up to you, whatever you want to do, you know. Let's see. I don't think it was Nintendo that censored, and the censoring is so lazy. Just a black bar. Yeah, that's like the censoring is lazy. That's what I'm saying. Like the censoring is weird. It's not even like blurred. It's like a weird sense. I think that it was Nintendo though. I don't think it was. Why would the developers? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Why would the developers censor the game? That doesn't make any sense. I think it's not censored on any other platform, but all of a sudden Nintendo's censored. It's an M-rated game. It's not like they tried to get the rating down. It's M-rated. So I don't know. I don't get it. So yeah. Do we know if it's censored in all regions or just NOA? It's censored in Japan too. Yeah. It's probably censored in all regions. I don't know for sure if it's censored in like Europe, but I know that it's censored in Japan and it's censored in the US. It might not be censored in other places, but I'm pretty sure it's censored everywhere, but we'll see. They pretty much said there's too many old people who still work there and stuck in their old ways of Nintendo being kid friendly. That doesn't make any sense because once again, that makes zero sense because Cyberpunk 2077 has full nudity, has sexual relations, and has like literally like the full junk hanging out and all sorts of stuff. So I mean, once again, that's why I think you can listen to people online, but too many people stuck in their old ways, except for Cyberpunk, except for The Witcher 3, except for all these other games that do like worse than Dispatch. So I don't know if I don't think it has anything to do with anybody set in old ways. Set in what ways? The old ways that they ignored for Witcher 3 that they ignored for Cyberpunk? Now all of a sudden the old ways are back. Like that is that's inconsistency. So that makes no sense when people say, oh, they're set in their old ways. Set in what old ways? If that was the case, Cyberpunk would have been censored. Witcher 3 would have been censored, and many other games would have been censored if that's the case. So I don't think that's to me that reasoning doesn't make any sense. Set in what old ways? The ones that they forgot about for Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk? So yeah, that logic doesn't make sense to me. Set in what old ways? Let's see here. It's referring to what people think of real metal. I don't know what you're talking about, Miguel. So I mean, bro, I don't know what you're talking about, brother. We're talking about Dispatch and censorship. All right, man. That's what we're talking about. I don't know about this metalcore that you're talking about. I'll keep it a buck. I don't care. So I don't know what it is, brother. I don't know what metalcore is. You let me know what it is, and then we can talk about it. But I don't know what it is, and honestly, I don't care. I'm talking about this damn censorship nonsense from Nintendo. Let's see here. I've been digital day one on Switch 2 because the game key cards, plus it's a lot cleaner than having the carrying cases around. Like I said, you might not like that if you wanted to sell a game, but if you don't sell games, then that's fine. All digital is fine. So yeah. You want to know what's funny? You can go into a store right now and see many hentai games on a family system. I thought they were not going to allow so much garbage. Nobody said that they weren't going to allow hentai games. When did they say that? I don't recall Nintendo ever saying that. Let's see. I think people are getting it confused. The decision was made by Nintendo, but the actual censorship was done by the dev. Well, yeah, that's essentially, yeah, Nintendo didn't do that for them, but it was still Nintendo's decision that made them do that. So there's no need to separate the two. Honestly, it doesn't matter who physically did it. All that matters is who made the decision. That's all that matters. It's like, you know, what matters is who made the decision, not who physically did it. You know, so I can see what you're trying to say, but still. Black bar sensors on dispatches on every platform. You can just toggle it on the Switch 2, toggle on or off on the Switch 2 version. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't really matter who decided to, like, how, like, the devs did it. That doesn't matter. All that matters is that Nintendo said, oh, well, it's going to have to be like this, like, default. Once again, I know that there's a toggle on the Xbox or on PC and PS5. They should have just kept that toggle, or should have just been default on, and then saying, hey, if you really want, you know, if it, at the very least, make people put in parental controls, or, you know, there's parental controls for a reason. Like, that stuff, like I said, this is stupid. It's dumb. It's a really dumb thing. If you're worried about that, you should have just made it to where the game defaults parental controls or something. Say, oh, okay, if you want to, you know, play the game, you got to be like, argue that and agree, you know. So yeah, to me, it doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. Shout outs to Johnny with the $10 dono. Hey yo, shout outs Johnny. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Lego. Big love. Thank you, Johnny. Maybe the rating they presented to Nintendo was incomplete when indies send a game saying it was T-rated but ended up being M. Nah. Thank you for the $10 dono. Appreciate that. It's sad how the good games are buried under the AI slop and sales and deals tab. Just look at the recommended games and the best sellers. The best sellers, there's not a bunch of AI slop and hentai games and all that type of stuff. If you want the best games, that's going to be on the best sellers list. So just go on there, or that's going to be on the list of the top 100 games or whatever the case is. So what they did say though, what they said is that they're going to make sure that whenever they do the best sellers, it's not going to be based off of units sold. It's going to be based off of revenue. So you can't drop your hentai slop game down to $1, then all of a sudden get it pushed to the top of the leaderboards. So what you've seen is much higher quality of games in the top 10 or in the top 100 eShop charts. That's the difference that they did. So yeah, you no longer see hentai slop in the top 20 or top 30 because it's going to be based off revenue, and most of the games that are good are not discounting down to like $1 or $2 or whatever, you know. Dane with the $1 dono says, just to clarify all the questions in the chat, the devs issued a statement and Eurogamer said that censorship was at the request of Nintendo. I mean, we didn't even need that. We already knew what it was, because once again, it's not censored on Xbox or on PC or PlayStation. So of course it was at the request of Nintendo. Like, I didn't even need that. We already knew. Why would they self-do it? If they didn't do it on Xbox, or I keep on saying Xbox, I guess it's gonna come to Xbox at some point. If they didn't do it on PC or if they didn't do it on PS5, of course it was at the request of Nintendo. I mean, yeah, like, I didn't need Eurogamer for that. I remember Nintendo fans attacking PlayStation about censorship, and now we're here at Karma, I guess. Has nothing to do with Karma. Like, people that were attacking this, is nothing to do with that. Like, people turn everything into fanboy wars. I didn't like the censorship across anyone, any system, Nintendo or Sony. It doesn't make anything better by saying, I remember fans who did this, and I remember fans who did that. If you're just against it from the beginning, you don't got to sit there and go into these stupid console war stuff. That's dumb. It's bad on regardless. It doesn't matter who it's from. Nintendo, Sony, whatever the case is. The only thing that I'd say you can block is if a game is rated AO. I agree with that. I don't think AO rated games should be allowed, because some AO rated games, I just feel like a publisher has the right to say, I don't want an AO rated game, because in AO, adults only, you can do crazy stuff that I feel would be immoral for a lot of people out there. And if a developer or if a platform holder doesn't want that on the platform, then I'm okay with that. Or if they say, hey, if you want this game to be on our platform, you're gonna have to tone that down. I agree with that if it's an AO rated game. But if a game is rated mature, it should be allowed to be how it is. Like, if it was able to pass ESRB at mature, there shouldn't be anything else added on top of that, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So yeah. I know, I thought it was clear. Just sharing the direct source from these questions. All right, no need for any direct source. We already know what happened. But I feel you, Dane. Torius, when it comes to censorship, even Xenoblade and Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom games got censored. Xenoblade got censored. I don't recall any Xenoblade game that I can think of getting censored. From what, the Japanese version, or what game are you talking about? Which Xenoblade game? Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I don't recall that either. So, I mean, I don't know. Joshio, with the $2, as long as I can fun with the game, that's important. Yeah, I mean, the game's still intact. I mean, it's not like the game is dead. Like, it's not like it's, oh my god, now it's a completely different game. But it does take away context from the game in the moment for like a mature rated game, you know? So I don't agree with it, you know? I think people assume that the hentai games on Switch 1 and 2 have explicit content, but mostly they don't. And just going off of the name hentai itself, yeah, a lot of people think that there is explicit content, but there's not really. But really, the hentai stuff, that's beside it. Like I said, Cyberpunk, The Witcher 3, there's other games that are clearly explicit, and they're on the Switch. They're on the Switch 2. They're on the Switch 1 and Switch 2. So this one doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see, Xenoblade X. Xenoblade X. You mean a boob slider? That's not really censorship. It's just a boob slider, and that was like, I counted 11 years ago. That game came out in 2015. So Xenoblade X, 11 years ago. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see here. Didn't they just put black bars over those scenes? Yes. Let's see. Yeah, you're gonna still have fun with Dispatch, but the censorship kind of throws a wrench into it. I don't think it should happen. As an adult, you should just be able to see how it was supposed to be. But yeah, we're adults. We played the full version. Simple. Give us an option. I agree. Nobody's disagreeing with you on that one, man. Just don't buy it on Switch 2. Don't buy it on Switch. Buy it on Xbox or PlayStation. That's all you got to do. If you already had it pre-ordered, get a refund for it. Let them know that you don't want to buy it anymore. So that's all you got to do. You don't even really got to be up in arms about it. You just be like, all right, that's how you guys want to do it. I'll take my money somewhere else. Boom. That's it. That's all you got to do. Don't buy it. Buy it somewhere else, and that'll send the message more clear than anything. Just don't buy it. I saw someone on stream say that the game on PS5 was censored for the Steam mode streamers. I think that was probably like a streamer mode, or they toggled it for themselves or something like that. Because yeah, if you're playing the game on stream, you probably, I mean, if you're playing like on you, like you're streaming it, you probably want to have that on, because you don't know who's watching your stream, you know. So yeah, if I play Dispatch on stream, like I would probably turn it on, just because, like I said, you're probably gonna have kids watching, or you don't know who's watching. You know, even though you could put, oh, this is intended for a mature audience, but still, I'd probably still censor it myself if I was streaming it. But I'd probably never stream a game like this Dispatch. Like I wouldn't want to stream a game like that anyway. So yeah. Let's see. This is another bad look for amongst many bad looks for Nintendo. So like I said, if people don't want to buy it, don't buy it. You buy it on somewhere else, and then you just move on. That's what I'm doing. Although once again, I want to make sure that I'm very clear, and I'm very clear with this. I was waffling whether I was going to get the game or not, because like I said, I don't want to support a couple people that are on the voice acting team. So I'm not going to act like I had the game purchased and then now all of a sudden this broke the straw that broke the camel's back. I was already waffling on buying the game because of certain people that are on the voice acting team. So yeah. So I guess maybe this is like, okay, well now I can really not get it, but you know, I'm not going to act like I wasn't already leaning that way anyway, you know? Very simple for me, just not going to buy it, even cared for it, yeah. I say, yeah, I'm sorry that you're disappointed, man. So, yeah, just buy it on PlayStation or buy it somewhere else, or, you know, buy it on PC or do whatever, you know, do whatever. But, yeah, it's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let's see here. It's because the cartoony style worried grandma might buy it for little Timmy. That's insane. That's not it. That's not at all, because once again, there are other cartoony style games that have nudity or have stuff that's worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Let's see. I feel like Moist Critical's hate for Nintendo pushed them to do this. Was that a joke? Are you serious? Like, oh yeah. Yeah, Moist Critical, since you hate us so much, all right, we're just gonna censor your game, you little punk, little chump. Huh? You want to talk about us that type of way? Oh man! Shout outs to Deported Slim with the 2 says, OJ, who OJ? Just say it and stand on business. What's the point of me saying it? What does it matter? If I say who it is, what does it matter? If I say who it is what does it matter? It doesn't matter. You guys probably already know who it is anyway. So there's no point. I know I've been teasing it a little bit, but yeah, like I said, man, there ain't no reason. But listen, I'll say this. I'll talk about other, like, if there are people who make videos and they decided to not make a video on the Smash problems, Smash drama, there could be people like that. Now, once again, there's a lot of people who make videos that are part of the cast, okay? So you never know who it is. But it might be people that decided to not make videos on Super Smash Brothers and the major problems and issues there, and the problems in terms of the community, you know, when it comes to what happened with hacks. I'm not sure. There are people who decided to stay silent on those issues. Always have something to say when it comes to Nintendo or when it comes to other things, but decided to stay suspiciously silent when the Smash Melee community decided to almost kill hacks in a type of way. Slowly drain this man's will to live, and somebody decided to keep completely silent about that. Always a loudmouth, always got ish to say about this person or that person, or about this company or that company, or about these people or that people. But when it came time to give hacks real justice on a crooked, messed up community, he had nothing to say. He didn't really have much to say. I don't know who it was. I guess I said he. I don't know who it was. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have much to say when it came down to that. And what happened to hacks is one of the worst things that could happen to somebody that's part of a community that took their time, their blood, their sweat, and tears. Imagine being a man who built your whole identity around this, around your job, around what you do. And you have these people sitting there that stripped it from you, took your business from you, took your passion from you, took your leg, drove you to a depression, took your leg, gaslit you for years, only to pass away because you have just basically stripped this man of any purpose or meaning. And then on top of that, try to erase evidence, remove yourself from lists that you signed to keep him banned from tournaments, while you have people that are considerably worse, that can still go to tournaments and still enjoy their friends and other people there. The Smash community is one of the worst. The Melee community in particular are some of the most narcissistic, conniving, twisted people that have graced this earth in a normal sense. Not talking about evil dictators and all that, just talking about community-wise. One of the worst. And this person, who's part of that community in some ways, had nothing to say about that. Had nothing to say, unless I missed the video. You guys let me know if I missed that video from this person. But I didn't see any video from this person that detailed the tragedy with hacks and holding people accountable. You know? I didn't see that from him. I wonder why. Let's see here. Shout outs to Deported. Thank you for the $5 dono. And he says, I see and I respect it, but this is positive / good take on a very cold things, and MN means I have to support the guy. All right, shout outs to Deported. Thank you for the $5 dono. Okay, I figured out who it was, man. Screw Aaron Paul for making those Smash videos. Yeah, it was Aaron Paul. It was totally him. I'm no longer watching Breaking Bad. Like, screw Breaking Bad too while we're at it, you know? El Camino, hate that movie. Breaking Bad, hate it. Trash, garbage. Shout outs. Thank you, Deported, with the $5 dono. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Shout out Huddy, man. Hey, what do you think is going to be the biggest reveal during the Nintendo Direct? Take your best guess. I would guess that 3D Mario. That'd probably be what I'm anticipating, or what I'm guessing would be the biggest one for sure. I'm not getting dispatched because the gameplay looked pretty poor to me. The censorship is bad from Nintendo. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, yeah, Aaron Paul, man, in those Smash videos. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, listen, guys, everybody has their biases, everybody has their allegiances, everybody has their things, but I would expect someone that's been in that community, someone that has made videos on many things that are not good or that's bad, and someone that has some type of, I would expect him to come out and say something about that, about Panda Global, or say something about, you know, about hacks, and I got nothing from him. So, like, to me, that's, like I said, I'm not trying to condemn the guy. Obviously, he's very successful. He's better than me. You know, he did everything. I know. He's a way better content creator. People like him more. He's the best. I get it. I know. But I'm still disappointed. I'm still a little bit disappointed that he had nothing to say when it comes to hacks. Or when that really could have shed some light to a bigger audience on the atrocities that community committed against this man. And nothing was said. Nothing was said at all. We have to leave it to technicals to talk about it, and people treat technicals like he's the devil, like he's like the devil spawn on Earth. So it would have been great if some other people, bigger content creators, picked this one up and talked about it, but you know, he decided to not discuss it at all. So very unfortunate. Let's see, what Nintendo censor? We back to the MK1 SNES days. Yeah, there was some nudity in that they censored it in the game called Dispatch. Obviously, they censored the cross on OG Zelda. I don't see people outraged over that. The cross on OG Zelda. I mean, that was a long time ago. But I mean, if people did it in today's day, I think, you know, obviously people would be a little bit more upset with that. But it's not as big of a deal for some people. So yeah. Chrono Trigger remake announced at the next Direct. That would get me to forget about Dispatch censorship very quickly. So yeah, please do that. Give me a what's it called? A Chrono Trigger remake announced at this next Direct. That would be awesome. That would be so good. That would be so good, so good. Let's see here. You could always ask Nintendo why they sent your dispatch, but I don't think you're gonna get an answer. It doesn't. I don't have to ask them anything. They already know people aren't gonna like it. They already know it's not a good idea. So like, they're just doing it because they want to. So if that's the case, I don't have to ask them anything. I just don't have to buy it, and I'll just move on. You know. OJ is a pebble on the beach of video game content creators. A pebble that doesn't sell out for clicks, but a pebble nonetheless. Nonetheless, a pebble. They censored all the Holy Crosses and retro Castlevania games as well. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Like, we had Castlevania games. I don't think they censored like the newer ones or the ones like on the GBA or the DS, but yeah. Let's see. So on a different subject, I think they may get new Mario announcement with this direct. Yeah, Mario and Zelda, baby. That's what everyone wants. I think that we're gonna get a Mario announcement at this next Nintendo Direct. Yes, I do think that a Mario announcement is coming at this Direct. Yes, I think that is very, very much possible. But the thing about a Mario announcement is I think that with this one, it's like it's hard to kind of tell you know, how exactly Nintendo's going to get this one done, you know, and like what they're going to do with it overall. But yeah, what type of Mario game is it going to be? Like, is it going to be like a, you know, brand new 3D concept Mario game? Like, you know, open world sandbox? Is it going to be more linear? Like Mario Galaxy? Is it going to be like a weird one with the apparatus, like Sunshine? Is it going to be like one that's like possessing? I mean, there's so many different ways that they can go with this. I'm excited for it, you know? Give me Kingdom Hearts on Switch and all will be forgiven. Yeah, they just got to have a bang up Nintendo Direct next week. And I think people will just be like, oh man, that censorship sucks, but give me Mario or give me Zelda or give me whatever I want, and you know, whatever. People love Dispatch, Joshio. I don't think there's a lot of hate for Dispatch. I also want to say big love to everybody. I have not been doing my overclocks. So let's go and let's get that in order. So I have not been doing my overclocks. So we have unlocked the Noah and Mio. We have the 1 hour. So let's go ahead and get that done. A co-op Mario. I mean, Mario Odyssey's co-op with Cappy. So, I mean, and also Bowser's Fury's also co-op. And I think Galaxy even has a co-op mode too, co-star, like with the little star bit thing, or like moving the whatever. So that's all. So I mean, they've done co-op Mario before, but I guess maybe more involved co-op, like, you know, like It Takes Two type stuff, or you know, or something like that. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Dan Dips? Welcome. 3D Mario will make everyone forget about Dispatch. I mean, yeah, because like nobody buys a Switch 2 for Dispatch or a Switch 1 for Dispatch. But I mean, still though, like, I don't like the precedent that it sets. It's not good. I mean, I might make a video on it later. I might not. We'll see. So I already ranted about it here. Justin with another $3 dono.
Besides Dispatch, the ports here recently have been pretty decent with some issues here and their Dynasty Warriors Origins, Grid Legends, and FF7.
Yeah. Yeah, those have been pretty good. Grid Legends apparently is like really good. I got a chance to watch a little bit of Digital Foundry's video, not everything. Like, I think I watched like 5 to 6 minutes. Grid Legends seems pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it day one, but that one you can use a GameCube controller. You can use a wire controller, or you can use the NSO GameCube controller, and you can use the analog triggers if you want analog. So that's pretty cool. That's one way for developers to get around not having analog. Hey, what's up, Alonzo Vines? Nope, it's a new Mario Golf game and not a 3D platformer. So you're gonna have Mario Tennis and Mario Golf back to back, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Alonzo, welcome. Thank you for the 3. Justin, increasing your lead to 22. Anybody that's 22 or more, you can beat my man Justin on the top of the board. 17 combos away from the platinum streak. Let's go. I spelled your name wrong too, Justin. Let me spell it right. We still have Justin and Darius tied up for 10 on the Stream Ninja board. Anybody that's 10 or more, you can beat out Justin, or you can time up. And Darius, let's go. So yeah. I don't think this is the same thing. Like with Mario Kart, you're saying that they did respond. I don't think this is the same thing because I think Mario Kart was always planned to really just have updates and have stuff that was, you know, but I mean, I see what you're saying for sure. Superpower Man with the 279 Canadian says, OJ is much bigger than a pebble to me, man. Hey, listen, I'm a pebble when it comes to the grand scheme of things, but we can all be mountains when it comes to other things. You know, like we're all pebbles in the grand scheme of life, right? There's so many people, there's so many things that happen, but for other people, obviously we're bigger than that, you know? Oh my goodness, we got a Toby Buster! Let's go!
That's my brother. It's been a while.
Yes.
I can't stay and watch. I just wanted to show some love and support to the longtime homie.
Hey, yo.
Nintendo Direct Week coming up. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nintendo Direct Week coming up. We got a big Direct Week. It's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be Liddy McCity. And shout outs to B Martin with the big 15 itty. Let's go. Shout outs, man. I appreciate that. Seriously, 102 on the board. We got multiple blasts. One from Superpower Man. Big love. Shout outs to the Canadian killers over there. Appreciate you guys up north. Big love. Big love to my Canadian peeps. And I didn't know you were Canadian, Superpower Man. Let's go. Shout outs. We call you guys the Maple Syrup Boys. Maple Syrup Boys in the house. I mean, the only thing that I feel sorry about for you, Superpower Man, is that you live in somewhat in the vicinity of Psycho Pie. Like, that's the only thing that I feel sorry for you about. You know, like, I love everything, you know, everything's good, but I feel bad for you because you do live in the same somewhat, Canada's big, but same somewhat vicinity of Psycho Pie, and that's what I feel sorry for you for. Like, that's about it. Outside of that, you good, man. You good, homie. Big love to B Martin, too, with the big 15. I appreciate that. Thank you for the big 15. Let's go, B Martin. You are now the new Hulk Hogan. Oh, big love, B Martin. Or actually, no, it's my bad. Stream Ninja. B Martin. I know you haven't been here for a while, bro. It's been a while. Thank you for the 60 months, too. Let's go. 60 months, so much, such a long time. Also, limit breaks. Hey, oh. Let's go. Bio water from Silk Swan. Bio water from Silk Swan. That sounds disgusting. Bio water. Yeah, I can play it for you. Thank you for the 279, brother. Appreciate that. Let's go. Remember, if you drop a dono, make sure you put your video game music request and I'll get it for you. Who saw the tweet suggesting what the F game being Bloodborne on Switch 2? Who made the tweet? I didn't see that tweet. OJ, I want to mention that Nintendo isn't incapable of listening. Once they realize negative response to dispatch censorship, they'll realize they made a mistake and uncensor it. No, I don't believe that's going to be the case. And here's the reason why I don't believe that's going to be the case. They already knew people would be upset with it. Like, why do they have to see negative feedback for people to say, oh my gosh, people are upset with that? Like Mario Kart World, that's like, okay, that's like gameplay stuff. That's like stuff that like, okay, you know, they're trying to improve the game regardless. To me, this is like something to where they already knew that this was going to be an issue. Like, there ain't no way that they didn't already know. So I think the only real thing that'll get them to change it, I don't think they will, but I think the only real thing that gets them to change it is if they essentially lose so much money. If there was a lot of pre-orders from people buying the game and then people start not pre-ordering it or not buying the game, then I think that could cause them to change it. Like, if it's like overwhelming. If you have just a bunch of people, you know, just talking and then people still don't buy the game, then, or people still buying the game, then I think it's not that big of a deal for them. But no, I see what you're saying though. Like, you make sense, Joshua. You do make sense of what you're saying, and I don't think that's a wrong thought process. How you're looking at it, you know. Those yearly Microsoft numbers not looking good. I mean, listen, guys, I've stopped trusting almost anything that Microsoft says. I got into a little bit of hot water on Twitter with some Xbox people because I posted that Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate was number 40 opening week sales on the Xbox, and people said that I was lying and that I'm making up stuff and I'm clickbaiting, and I wasn't clickbaiting anything. Microsoft literally had it on their own website that says number 40. Now, they updated it on the Xbox dashboard, but for some reason the Xbox dashboard updates faster than the web front, so for a day or so, or a number of hours, it was updated to number 9 on their storefront, on the Xbox dashboard, but it was like number 40 on the web front, but then they updated it and it was number 10 or 11 on the web front, but maybe number 9. It's so confusing. Microsoft is they are, I would say, it's a confusing company to cover, because once again, like, you know, they do some of these things, like I said, they're like the biggest, one of the biggest companies in the world, right? $1 trillion company, and they can't update their web front to be faster than their actual Xbox marketplace store. So it's like, that's weird. Like, they don't give any sales numbers. They don't give any console sales numbers. They don't give any positional charts. They don't even number it on the best sellers list. You just read from left to right. So it's just, Microsoft is, like I said, that they're not transparent whatsoever. Now, no company is 100% transparent, but they're the worst when it comes to sales. Like, they are the worst. Like, they don't give you anything, you know? They barely give you anything. So them going down in sales or whatever, it's like, their console sales have been down year on year, like every year since like all the years. You know, like, they're down year on year every year since all the years. We have no idea what they're selling, you know? We have no idea. All you can do is just go off of like VG charts or like an analyst that says, oh, well, I think it's this much. Like, Microsoft won't even tell us how many units they've sold, which is crazy in my opinion. Like, if you're a public company and you're selling a product, like a main product like Xbox, why wouldn't you tell us the sales numbers? Like, so yeah. It's minus 40 degrees today. Psycho Pie is a Canadian homie. Minus 40 degrees. That'll get me to just literally just leave the country like instantly. I cannot be in minus 40 degrees. That just doesn't make sense to me. That feels like that's like retribution, or it's like Ice Age or something like that. I cannot live in 40 degrees. I don't care if there's a heater. There can be anything. That's too cold. 40 degrees is too cold. That is not livable. That's not a livable. Minus 40? Is that even real? I didn't even know it can get that cold. Like, that does not seem real to me. Minus 40? Are you talking about like Fahrenheit? You're talking about Fahrenheit or something, right? You're talking about like a different. There's no way. Minus 40? I thought Nintendo learned a bit from previous experiences. It seems like they're still super stupid on how they censor a mature game. No, the thing about Cyberpunk, The Witcher 3, those don't have anything like that. So it's not like it's all games. There's other games that don't have any censorship at all. So I wouldn't even say that, Elias. So no. And you're going to see games in the future. I know of games in the future that are coming out that are going to have the same stuff that Witcher 3 or the same stuff that any other game had, and it probably won't be censored on Switch too. So no, this is just a weird case. Weird to me, at least. Let's see here. Max playing FF7 video sold me on FF7 again. Good for you, man. Dreamcast guy did his daily Xbox is dead video. Of course. That's the staple at this point. You gotta have it. Number 9 on launch on the console with 30 million install base. Also known for people for not buying games is abysmal. I'm sorry, let me get in trouble for saying it. I don't care, it's true. Listen. I'm questioning how good it actually did or not, because once again, like, yeah, people don't really buy a ton on there, like that, but it is number 9, which is good, which is above 40. So there was a significant amount of sales from there. So I said, hey, look, that's good. It's better than 40. You know, it's better than the pre-purchase sales. But yeah, listen, Xbox obviously has some issues selling systems. I think we all know that. But once again, like, it's better than like it being number 40. So I'll say, hey, look, maybe it wasn't, you know, incredible with the sales numbers, and it is an old game, but you know, at least it's not number 40, you know. So yeah, there's that. Don't tell Xbox fans that they want to swarm you with the most Steam Deck, worse than Steam Deck dudes. To be honest, the Xbox fans were actually okay with me today, or the other day. They were just trying to let me know that it updates on the dashboard differently. I would just like Microsoft to be a little bit more transparent with the sales numbers. That's all, which they're not at all. So, like, I would just like some numbering. I would just like it to update on the web front the same as like the regular store, like the console. Like, it should be in unison. There shouldn't be like one's not updated, one is. Like, if you go on the Switch 2 right now, and it's the exact same as like the web front. If you go on the web, or if you look on your app, it's the same thing. It's not different. Nintendo's not as technically proficient as Microsoft. So why can Nintendo have it where it's updated and it's the same across the board and Microsoft can't? You know, I mean, like I said, at the bare minimum, they can at least put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like they can at least number it. You know, so that's what I just like to see. I like just like a few couple changes, but I don't know if I'm gonna cover it anymore or cover it as much, just because once again, if they're doing different numbers, that's why I stopped covering Microsoft sales numbers just in general, because it's like they don't give us anything. It's just gonna be down year on year, every year, like forever. Like it's down again. It's always down. I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, so there's no point in covering that. People who buy it, they buy it. People who don't. And it is what it is, you know? So, that's kind of how I see it right now, you know? It's kind of hard to cover. Since Bayonetta wasn't censored, Nintendo even encouraged more risky moments to platinum games. Exactly. Yeah, Bayonetta wasn't, so I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense to me. Although the nudity in Bayonetta is tame compared to the nudity in this game. I'll say that. From what I've seen, the nudity in Bayonetta is really nothing. Not that bad. It's not really bad at all. Compared to this, like this is like full on, like, yeah, like bad. Bayonetta's just kind of like risque, but it's not really. I mean, yeah, there's some nudity. I mean, you can see her butt, like when she like does her like her hair wicked weave stuff, but it's like, you know, it ain't really that big of a deal. Let's see here. I missed your last super chat. I did? Oh, sorry about that, Deported. Thank you for the $2, and it says it's gonna be a Mario mobile gacha game. Okay. I think some people would actually like that if they did a Mario mobile gacha game. You know? And censorship is due to the cartoon style. I don't know at this point. I mean, somebody else said that. I don't think it is, but I mean, it could be. Cyberpunk is uncensored. It is, exactly. What's your opinion on PS6 being delayed? Since I think it was a good thing, allows for me more time to buy a PS5 God of War since I sold my old one. Well, there was no official release date for the PS5. Now there's been stuff of them saying, yeah, they're gonna put it out further, but there was no release date for the PS5. It was all just rumors. So you can't say that the PS5 was delayed when there was no announcement in the first place. I think Sony's gonna realize. I think Sony's seeing the market though, and they're realizing that, okay, in order for them to sell crazy numbers, I mean, they discounted their system by $100, and the numbers were good in Europe for sure. The numbers were worse year on year for the holiday, at least, than they were the previous year. You know, so I think Sony realizes that they just can't come up with a new system right now. If they do, they're gonna get bought. And how expensive is that system gonna be? That system's probably gonna be too expensive. Like the PS5 Pro is $750. Are they gonna come up with a system that's like John said it was gonna be like $600, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, how is it $600? Like, are they like they said, oh well, they're gonna do something, they're gonna make it $600. I'm like, how? So do you drop the PS5 Pro down to $650? Do you drop like? How do you make the PS6 $600 when your PS5 Pro is $750? And there's no sign of a permanent price drop coming. So I don't understand how how do you get around that? How do you make your PS5 Pro $750 and your new PS6 somehow $600? Like I said, you'd have to dramatically drop the price of the PS5 Pro. Is Sony gonna drop the price of the PS5 Pro anytime soon? So it never really made any sense for Sony to release the PS6 like next year. That never made any sense, you know? Because how would you get it at an affordable price? If a PS5 Pro is $750, how would you get the PS6 to be cheaper than that by $150? There's no way. Like, what do? You're gonna be losing a metric ton on each unit sold. So to me, it never made sense for Sony to release in 2027. It always to me was going to be later, 2029, 2030. It never made sense to me. You know? So, shout outs to Alvin. Thank you for the 47 months. I don't know why you're asking me, Elias. I don't know why they did. I already said that I'm against it. So, I mean, asking me why, ask why? I told you, I don't know. So, I don't know, Elias. You need to ask Nintendo that. So, it's unfortunate. I'm not buying the game. So, don't buy the game. So, I don't know why they did. That's on Nintendo. But to, like, what I only pushed back against when you said, oh, they're back to their stupid ways of doing that. I'm like, well, no, because other games are not. And there's going to be games in the future that are not. So, no, there's something different with this game. So, I don't know what it is. We're going to have to wait and see. Or, like I said, we're just going to have to leave it. Just don't buy the game. Buy it on PS5, buy it on PC, and move on. But I don't know. I have no idea. And I'm not making any excuses for them either. I already said I don't like it. So, there's no point in asking me. I don't know. I'm just giving you guys the news and giving my opinion. Let's see here. Because like I said, there's going to be other games in the future that also have nudity, like Witcher, like Cyberpunk, and like other games, and it's not censored. So I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. I have no idea, dude. Justin with the 3.
I saw Splatoon 3 got a pretty big update recently.
It did.
Also, now that I have had some time to think about it, Kirby Star Crossed World was kinda disappointing. It was just too short. Yeah,
I think the only disappointment would be that it's short. But the biggest thing for me is that it's 60 FPS. I like the 60 FPS with that game. So, shout out to Justin. Thank you for another $3 dollars. Now to 25 on the board. Yo, let's go. But yeah, man. OJ, it's your fault that Nintendo censored Dispatch. Listen, I don't know why they did, but it's not my fault. It's definitely not my fault. I didn't do it. It was not me. So asking me why they do it? I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm just talking about it. Anyways, the What the F game being Bloodborne was alluded to by Kiwi Talks. Just check his Twitter account. Bro, Elias, Bloodborne ain't coming to Switch. Bro, if Bloodborne comes to Switch 2, I'll eat a Bloodborne. No. Bloodborne ain't coming to Switch 2, bro. There's no way. There's no way. He's trying to throw you guys off. Big love to Deported. Thank you for the 2, though. I appreciate that. 109 on the board. He's trying to throw off the people on his tracks. Like he doesn't know what the game is. There ain't no way. But did he really say that? Somebody that's a mod, give me a link to what he said. Give me a link. Give me a link. Give me a link, bruh. So give me a link, bro. I gotta see it. So yeah. People are, yeah, I see this report with the whole Xbox things and all this stuff, you know. Says, yeah, Xbox content and services down 5%, total gaming revenue down 9%, hardware revenue dropped 32%. Also, there's a bunch of influencers that are in New York City for an event. So I saw Philly Beats U is in New York City. I think Rogers Base is in New York City. Andy Robinson is in New York City. So I think that there's something definitely happening there. Maybe Mario Tennis preview event or Tomodachi Life or something. But I'm guessing Mario Tennis Fever. That's what I'm guessing with that. My guy, you asked for a guy I saw. You asked for the guy where I saw that, and I just answered you. Kiwi Talks. Kiwi. Thank you, Dior, for the link. I appreciate that. Let's take a look at this. Kiwi Talks out here said it's Bloodborne. I sit beside the legends, though none are my kin. I'm sold their same keys to let players in. I share the same screen, and I share the same light, yet my bloodline says I don't belong to the fight. What am I? This is not alluding to. That's him just saying it. So one of these games is the what the F game. All right, let's take a look. Deported with the $5 says OJ preemptively wrote Nintendo. Devin Pritchard herself asking for them to censor dispatch. He even CC'd Miyamoto. That's what he did. CC'd Miyamoto. That's what happened, bro. All right, so here's the what. One of these games is the what the F games. It's not Monster Hunter Wilds. We can just go ahead and we can just cross that game off the list. It ain't Monster Hunter Wilds. Give me a second. It ain't this game. So it ain't Monster Hunter Wilds. So we can just go ahead and draw a big X on this game. Hold on, let me get a can I get a thicker pen? Get a thicker pen. There we go. So we can just draw a big X on this one. It ain't Monster Hunter Wilds. Nope. There we go. It ain't that. All right, let's go. We'll go one by one. Death Stranding 2. That's also not a what the F game because Death Stranding was on the Xbox and it's on PlayStation 4 and it's on PC. I know Death Stranding 2 is not on Xbox yet, but it will be later. Or PC. So nope, that's pretty much gonna be it. Nope. We're gonna come back to Pal World. We're gonna come back to that game. Black Myth Wukong. That's also not the what the F game because it's on Xbox Series S. It's on Xbox Series X. That's not a what the F game for Black Myth Wukong. Nope, nope, nope. Halo. That's not a what the F game. Halo, Microsoft has went third party. We know that they're going to bring over other games. So that's not a what the F game either. Once again, nope. That's an X on that one. So nope. Okay. So really it comes down to these three games. Here's which one the what the F game. So let's start with Power World. Power World would be a little bit of a what the F game because of the lawsuit. But remove the lawsuit, right? If you remove the lawsuit, Power World is no longer a what the F game because Nintendo's had all sorts of different types of monster tamer games that copy it, like Temtem or Digimon doesn't copy it, but you guys know what I mean. There's a bunch of monster tamer games on the Switch and Switch 2. So to me, the only thing that would make it what the F is the lawsuit. But removing the lawsuit from the equation, like, we're just going to go ahead and X out that one. So, really what it comes down to are these two games. It comes down to Horizon and Bloodborne. These are the two games it comes down to. And I'm going to have to say either one of these games would be what the F. Horizon would be a big what the F because it's like, well, wait a minute, hold up. Horizon, hold on, let me change the let me change the color. This would be a really big what the F game. Because it's like, okay, wait a minute. Sony's now doing their biggest IP, not like little stuff, not like, little things like PSP games or PS Vita games, but like actual big like Aloy. But then again, at the same time, it cannot be a what the F game because they already got the Lego game on there. So it's, if you got the Lego game on there, you might as well put the other game on there too. So this is a good chance of being the what the F game. But Bloodborne, this is made by From Software, but it's published by Sony Japan Studio, or back when they were a thing. But Sony, I think, owns the rights, or they share the publishing rights for this game. So either one of these games would be a what the F game. Either one of them could be a what the F game. I mean, like, either one could be. So if it was Bloodborne, that would be, we'll just put a check. That would be a what the F game. Check on this one too. Either one of these would be a what the F game. So I don't know if it's any one of these. Once again, I think he might be trying to throw a smoke screen, on what's going on here. But like, I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure what it could be or what they could do. Bloodborne would be a big what the F game. If it was Bloodborne, Power World is like a what the F because of the lawsuit, but if there was no lawsuit, it wouldn't really be a what the F. Like, oh, okay, you want to sell your game to Nintendo fans because they like Pokemon. This game's like a parody of Pokemon, you know? So that wouldn't be a what the F game to me, you know? Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Stealth? Horizon would be the craziest game. Yeah, Horizon to me, that's why I checked it and this would be the biggest what the F game, but then it's also like not, because once again, you have the Guerrilla games, you have the Lego Aloy Horizon game, you know? We're already getting Dustblood, so I don't think From Software is rushed to give us Bloodborne, whereas Sony has made a division recently to ports of PlayStation. Okay, let me get you guys' thoughts on this. I predicted Horizon coming over a year ago. I hope it happens. Realistically, it's Horizon. I haven't played Horizon. Doesn't look that fun in my opinion. It's all right. It's good. It's not bad. I would say Bloodborne because nobody gave about Horizon that much to port. I think people would care about this one. If Horizon Complete Edition came to the Switch 2, I think people would actually play it. I think it would be like, people would buy that. I think that would be like a popular game on Switch, just because of the theatrics surrounding it. People would go out there and buy this game on Switch 2. I think it would actually be popular, and it would sell, and it would do well. Like, I'm not saying it'd outsell, you know, the PlayStation 4 version or PS5 version. I'm not saying that, but I think that it could be a million seller plus if they decided to put it out on, like, let's say they decided to put it out on Switch 2 for like $40, like Final Fantasy. I think this game would do, I think it'd shoot right up to the top of the eShop charts, and it would sell really well. I think it would sell really well. The what the F game is Dispatch Uncensored. Hey, there you go. Let's see here. I know it isn't Bloodborne. They won't even remaster or port it to PC. It definitely isn't coming to Switch 2. I think it's Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't see Sony putting flagship Switch game. I don't think it's Monster Hunter Wilds is not a what the F game. And the reason why I say it's not a what the F game is because it's Monster Hunter. Why was that? That's not a what the F game to me. It's a game that runs on Xbox Series S. What makes Monster Hunter Wilds a what the F game for the Switch 2? There's nothing that makes that game a what the F game. Like, you decrease the some of the density in the game, you decrease the resolution, you use DLSS, and you cut it to 30 FPS. Like, you do the same thing that they did with the Assassin's Creed, you do the same thing that they did with Star Wars Outlaws, and you got yourself the game. So to me, it's not really a what the F game, because Monster Hunter is synonymous with Nintendo platforms too. So I don't see that as a what the F game. You know, I personally don't see it as that. You know, me personally, I don't. Horizon is realistic. Bloodborne can only happen if From Software bought the rights to the IP. Okay. Battlefield 6 is not a what the F game. EA can make it anytime. Well, I mean, I think they'd have to spend some time on that one. That's a pretty intensive game. It's Horizon. It's Prime's podcast a week ago. Kiwi Talks said it's Sony first party, but it's obvious if you think about it. He didn't say that it was Sony first party. He gave some hints, or maybe they said that he showed his hand, but he didn't say that though. Let's see here. It says Nintendo is dry this year. Nintendo has more first party games than all the other companies right now, and we still have Nintendo Direct, so they're not going to be dry this year. You must be new. You must be new to this game. You don't know what a Nintendo Direct is? You know that Nintendo actually details games later. But I always think it's funny when people come into my stream and tell me they don't have anything for the year, and then we get Nintendo Directs, and then people say, "How was I supposed to know?" I don't know. The same thing they've been doing for decades now. But no, even without the Nintendo Directs, they've got like 6 or 7 first-party games slated for this year, even without it. But yeah, no, there's gonna be Nintendo Directs. They're gonna have more games. So yeah. Let's see. I want more Pokemon games. Well, why don't you wait for Pokemon Day, where they usually announce the new Pokemon games? So why don't you just wait for that? And then you'll get another Pokemon game announced there. So yeah. Justin with the $3 dono says, shout out to Justin.
Oh man, some people would be mad if Bloodborne came to Switch too.
Oh man, yeah.
Lol, I think it's probably Horizon. It kinda feels like they want Horizon everywhere.
Yeah, Horizon seems like an IP that they might want to have everywhere. So yeah, I'm leaning more towards Horizon than I am Bloodborne or Pal World, you know? Let's see. I mean, Nintendo have a lot of games, but they used to have more. What time period did they have more? What years did they have more announced in January 28th than they have right now? Go ahead and give me a year. before Nintendo Direct that they had more than 7 or 8 games announced for the year? Let me know, Ahmad. Let's see here. OJ Sassy. I just tired of hearing the same stupid stuff before we get Nintendo Directs. Like, people just forget that Nintendo Directs are a thing. And that they said, there's nothing for the year. There's going to be Nintendo Directs. Yeah, but there's nothing right now. Nintendo doesn't announce their whole lineup for the full year. We know this. I don't know why I have to explain this. This is something that we already know. And people do this every year. People come in here saying the same thing. Next year, somebody's going to come in and say the same exact thing next year. And it's silly. And it's stupid. And I don't know why people do it. It's dumb, and people do it every single year. I don't know why they do it every single year, and it's dumb. So I'm going to be a little sassy when people come in here, rush in here to say that. They don't even say hi. They just rush in here to say that. So, okay, so if you're just going to rush in here and say something silly, I'm going to rush in to say you don't know what you're talking about then. If you can't even say hi or nothing. Oh, my gosh. Wait a minute, hold up. Ahmad, you're changing the subject. I want you to tell me, what years did Nintendo have before the first Direct? Did they have more than 7 or 8 first-party games already announced? Don't go to Kidtendo and all this other, because you're a troll. I want you to answer the question. Hold up. Answer the question. Don't change the subject now. Now that you're wrong, don't change the subject now, brother.
A new generation. We have a lot coming. Lol.
Yeah. Don't change it now. I need you to answer my question. What year did they have more than 7 or 8 first-party games announced before the end of January? What year was that? No, the trolls aren't here. It's just one guy. So we're going to embarrass him real quick. Trust me. We're going to embarrass him. No, you don't. What year in the GameCube era? Go ahead. The GameCube era. What year? I was around for the GameCube. I was an adult. I bought GameCube games. What year? So the GameCube was active for the beginning of the year. That'd be 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, and leading up until 2006. So out of those years, what year? I want you to mention what year that they had more than 7 or 8 first-party games announced for the GameCube before the end of January. What year was that? I was around with the GameCube time. Go ahead and tell me. What year in the GameCube era? What was the year and what were the games? Go ahead. I'm waiting. Like I said, we're going to embarrass him. We're going to embarrass him, and then we'll move on. Because it's fun. So go ahead, tell me. What year was that? I'm a big GameCube fan. Here's my GameCube right here. I got GameCubes up there. I got my GameCube thing. I'm a big GameCube guy. So I remember the GameCube like it was yesterday. I was already going to college. So I could afford games. You were probably a kid. So go ahead. I don't know. I lost. I know. Now just sit down, shut up, Ahmad, and let's talk about this damn mystery game that could be coming to the system, okay? You lost because you don't know what you're talking about. Now just shut up, sit down, shut up, and enjoy what we're talking about right now. We're talking about a potential what the F game that's coming here, okay? So just shut up and listen, okay? And let's talk about this, all right, man? No need to come and troll my stream. All right, cool. We good? Good. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Switch 2's 14 million sales is dry than PS5. Well, he wasn't talking about sales. He wasn't talking about sales. He was talking about video games. But the Switch 2's definitely sold more than 14 million from my tracking. Let's see here. Looking forward to this next Nintendo Direct. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they have. You know, I'm looking forward to, you know. Sometimes you gotta pull out the belt, man. Sometimes you gotta pull out the belt on these kids. The GameCube era. You don't know the GameCube era. Trust me. I was around for the GameCube era. Bro, we'd be lucky if we got a game announced every 4 or 5 months. Bro, the GameCube era was a whole, this was before Nintendo Directs. So Nintendo relied upon E3, Nintendo had magazines, Nintendo Power, gaming. Sometimes they'd be, cover stories, but you guys don't know how well, some of you guys do, but if you were around back in the 80s and 90s, how you found out about games and how many games were announced, it was not even close to what the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 output is so far. Like not even close. Not even close. Like I said, some years with GameCube, bro, there would be like 2 or 3 first-party games, barely. And once again, who knows when they're going to even tell you about them? Maybe at E3, maybe not. I mean, back then at E3s, a lot of times they'd go over business numbers. It wouldn't just even be just about games. It'd be about business. So it was like they'd be showing like pie charts and stuff like that. So it's like, trust me. So it was crazy. Let's see. Is it true that the direct is going to be the first week of February? I mean, we won't know it's true until it actually happens. TR, so
Hope YPUR doing good, man. Dropping by to say what's up.
Hey, I'm doing good, Lazarus. I'm always doing good for the most part. I mean, even if I'm not doing good, I'm still gonna say that I'm doing good because y'all ain't here to see me be in misery or see me be upset. Y'all here to actually get video game content and news. So how I feel or what I'm feeling doesn't really matter. What matters is that I entertain you guys and we have fun. And we use this as a way for whoever's feeling bad or good or whatever. It doesn't matter how I feel. My job is to make everybody feel, to have fun. So that's irrelevant. But I'm feeling good. I want to know, how are you guys today? That's more important than how I am. How are you guys today? I hope all of you guys are having a good day. And if you're not, I hope this stream can get you off of the negative things and put you onto the positive stuff to talk about. So. Shout out to Lazarus. Thank you so much for the $3 dono, man. I appreciate that. Seriously. This first direct, I don't care what they announce as long as they get release dates for Orbitals that I'm eating good. You are in luck because the Orbitals developers accidentally leaked the direct themselves. So they said, hey, we're going to be in the next Nintendo Direct that's coming up like soon. And they're like, oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Delete. Wait a minute. We've never been in this position before. Because we're new. We're not supposed to talk about directs that were in there. I think that they let their excitement get the best of them. So yeah, the Orbitals developers leaked it themselves, So yeah, it was crazy. Wait, what? Yeah. You gotta, I talked about it in my video today. So if you haven't seen my video, check it out. But yeah, I talked about it in my video today. The Orbitals developers definitely leaked the direct themselves. They literally said, we're going to be in the next Nintendo Direct. They said that themselves. So yeah. Let's see here. I'd love to see your tier list of favorite Nintendo consoles of all time. I'll make a video about my tier list of favorite Nintendo consoles of all time. Yeah, I'll go on the tier maker thing and we'll make a video on that. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I don't know. I think I'm going to wake up for the Tomodachi Life Nintendo Direct though. So I'm going to go to sleep early. So no video early in the morning. I'm just going to wake up and you guys can wake up with me if you want and watch that direct. So I think I'm going to wake up and do that. I'm just going to, after today, or after my stream, I'm just going to relax, hang out with my son, play toys with him and watch Cocomelon, whatever the heck he likes to watch. And then I'm going to just go to sleep early so I can wake up early and for the Nintendo Direct. Let's see here. What do you think the next Zelda will be called? I have no idea, dude. Guessing what the next Zelda game is going to be is impossible. Let's see. You still have to debate Baron and GameCube versus N64. I think we ended up doing that debate, but I don't remember where or when how it happened. But I think we actually ended up doing that debate, and I won, of course, because the GameCube is better than the N64. Anyone still thinking it's a partner direct? I mean, it could be a partner direct, and it could be a really good partner direct. I have no idea. But yeah, it could be. So yeah. Let's see. I had Nintendo Power, and frankly, that's pretty updated. That was pretty updated monthly. I mean, the net wasn't there yet, so the other magazines, TV announcements, an alternative to get updated. I mean, yeah, it was okay, but once again, Nintendo Directs are 10 times better than Nintendo Power ever was. If you had me pick between Nintendo Directs and Nintendo Power, it's Nintendo Directs are way better,
Did you see the Dragon Ball Age 1000 that's coming in 2027?
I did.
I'll probably check it out when it comes to Switch 2 in 2047 based on how Bandai Namco is with porting.
Oh, man, 2047 based on how Bandai Namco does things. Elias is over here crying in his room when it comes to Bandai Namco, man. He hates them, dude. He hates them and he loves them. He hates them and he loves them at the same time. Elias is like, yo, Bandai Namco! 121 on the board, although I'll be honest, I think I lost track of where we're at, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with that. Big love though, appreciate you guys. Combo breaks, 121 on the board. We are close to the platinum and a half. We've already hit the 10, I think 104 on the streak, so we already played that, but I gotta put it up here. 104 on the streak. Shout outs, guys. Thank you for the support, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I really have high hopes for the Nintendo Direct, especially with it has to be 1 hour. I don't know if it's going to be 1 hour. Most Nintendo Directs are not 1 hour. Expect maybe anywhere between 40 to 50 minutes, typically. Damn you, Bandai Namco! I know, seriously. My Switch 2 is bare and I need first-party announcements. That's what Nintendo Directs are for. Nintendo Directs are for that. But I mean, I don't know. Like, is this your first time having a Nintendo platform? You get Nintendo Directs there. They announced games for the first half of the year. So, like, they announced Yoshi. They announced all that stuff at last year. And then at the beginning of the year, they announced games for the rest of the year. So, I mean, I don't know what some of you guys are expecting, but that's literally, we went through the same thing since the beginning of the Switch 1. That's how it always is. You get announcements for the first half or the first quarter or so of the year last year. So stuff like Pocopia or stuff like Mario Tennis. Those were the announcements to get us through or the Animal Crossing, whatever. And then in February or March, you get announcements for the rest of the year. That's how it always works. So, like I said, I don't know why people are saying, I don't have any. We know, like, that's the whole point. The whole point is to do the Nintendo Directs. I shouldn't have to explain this to people. I don't know why I have to, but every time I have to explain it to people. Are people really jumping on the bandwagon saying Nintendo censored dispatch with zero evidence? No, it's the truth. And what's it called? The developers behind it said that it was Nintendo. So, no, of course it was Nintendo. Why would it be the developers behind dispatch? Why would they do it when it's not censored on any other platform? So, of course. And once again, they flat out said it. I believe Switch 1 had the most with 8 in 1 year for announcements. No. I didn't say the most announcements in 1 year. I said the most. I said give me one that had 7 or 8 first-party games announced before the end of January. That's what I said. That's what I said on there. Like, that's very tough to do that. Most don't. And once again, we do have around that. Like, in terms of like unreleased games like Splatoon, Raiders, Pocopia, Mario Tennis, Rhythm Heaven, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? Like Tomodachi Life, Dust Bloods, Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave. There's like 7 or 8 games or whatever that are still set for this year that does either have release dates or don't have release dates yet. So we still have a pretty good slate of games that are already announced, that were announced last year though. So once we get into the beginning of this year, at the first direct, they usually announce new games for this year, and then in the summer, then they announce more games. Then in the fall, then they announce more games, and that has been the cycle of life for the last decade. And every time I have people come in and say, "There's nothing, why haven't?" and I'm like, it's the same process that we went through. Where were you during all these times, or do you just forget that they do this every single time? Like, I shouldn't have to repeat this so many times for people, but apparently I do. And these are people that have owned Nintendo systems or own the Switch 1 and follow directs and know that they do them, and they seem to reset their brain every single year as if Nintendo isn't going to do them, or as if they don't know what's going to happen, or as if they're confused on what Nintendo could announce. And I'm like, the same stuff they always do for the last decade, more than a decade. They started this in the Wii U era. No, they started this in the 3DS era, 2010, but it wasn't consistent until the Wii U era. So 2012, 2013, we were getting consistent directs all throughout the year for a decade, for like 12 to 13 years now. And for some reason, I have to explain to people when games are announced and why or how within the year. And like I said, to longtime fans, people that have been around for a long time, and I don't understand it. I don't get it. Let's see here. You must repeat. I don't know why I have to. I should not have to repeat this. The people who own Switch 1. If you owned a Switch 1 and you were on the internet, I should not have to repeat it. Like, you should already know, like, oh, okay, yeah, this is how it is. You know? I'm telling you, Nintendo people have short-term memory loss. I think some do. Oh, man. I'm sure I'm in the small minority, but personally, I'm not interested in GTA 6. Yeah, I think you're definitely in the small minority. I'm like not really excited for GTA 6, but I'll play it. But I'm not a big GTA guy. I'm not big on GTA. Is it all versions of Dispatch or just the US version? I think it's all versions, Elias. Yeah. I think it's all versions. Every time a direct is upcoming, we go through this every single time. And in the summer, when Nintendo has their next one, there's gonna be the same thing. You know, that's gonna happen. It's every time we go through this, but that's okay. Like, I'll repeat it. I'll say it again. I'll say it till I don't say it anymore. You know. It's like people can't see the marketing. Yeah, the marketing pattern that's like right there. That's been there for a decade plus, right? I can see your comments, Mr. Davis. What's good, man? So yeah. Let's see here. The gaps in Nintendo memory corresponding with the lack of Mario and Zelda game. Like the Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Nintendo Switch 2 edition, like that Mario game, or like Yoshi, which is also, I get, not a Mario game, but a Mario Universe game, or like Mario Tennis Fever, like those ones, or what other, I guess a new 3D Mario, right? It's specific Mario games. The 3D Mario. Let's see here. GTA doesn't feel like a game, more like a sim. I mean, sim, game, I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, there's a story, there's gameplay elements to it, so GTA is just as much of a game as any other game. What if we are getting a partner direct next week, followed by a general direct next week? It's probably not that, man. I don't think they do partner directs and regular Nintendo directs that close to each other. I think they're at least a month apart usually. I mean, sometimes they've been close, but I mean, it could be, but I doubt it. But we'll see. Ozzy, at this point, do you think abandoning the hybrid model is off the table with Nintendo? I mean, yes, at this point, but that could change. I'm actually like Nintendo, but I don't like the fact that it doesn't have a trophy system. Then don't play it, Ahmad. Listen, bro. I'm not here to be your damn support system, okay? For Nintendo. I don't care if you like them or not, or if you used to like them or not. I don't care. This is not your proving ground. I don't care what you like or not. Go play whatever you like. Who gives a crap? I'm not here to be your damn support system for Nintendo. I don't care, dude. Play whatever you want. Go play PlayStation. Enjoy it. Have fun. Look, my PS5 is right here. I was playing it earlier today. I don't care, dude. Sorry, but I don't. Let's see here. College football would be a what the F game. College football is not a what the F game. What are you talking about, bro? There's some people, Beat Queen, there's some people that feel the same way about GTA, you know? Like, I used to play GTA games. I find them funny, but I kind of stopped playing. Where I really kind of stopped was like GTA 5. I was just like, this is just not for me, you know? Let's see here. Just to talk. Yeah, I don't, like I said, when people come here and, oh, well, he's a Nintendo channel, so I've got to sit there and gear everything towards that, and I got to come here and try to argue. No, you don't. You actually don't. You don't need to do that. I don't care what you play. I don't care what you used to be into. I don't care if there's not a trophy system. I don't care. Go play what makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I'm not your therapist when it comes to what you think about Nintendo. If you like it, that's cool. If you don't, that's also cool. You know, I do not care at all. So I don't know why you're telling me. Good for you or not good for you. Either way, whatever. Like, oh, well, they had way more games in the past. What games did they have? What years? I don't know. See, like, it's like, that's when I just lose respect. I'm like, all right. You know, like, the older I get, the more, like, I don't have any tolerance for people that are dumb as hell. Like, when people that just be talking. Like, if you cannot prove what you say, don't come here capping and lying. Like, don't come here lying and just trying to troll. Like, I have no tolerance for that. I don't want to be quick to ban people, but I also don't want to engage with stupid people too. So it's like, if you're just here to just make up stuff and all that, just go. Just don't waste my time, man. We here to actually talk about the games, enjoy whatever. You don't have to like Nintendo. I don't care if you do or not, but don't come here and lie and cap. Like, when you do stuff like that, I automatically think that you're an idiot. So it's like, I just want to move on very quickly, or I'm just going to start disregarding what you say, because once again, I don't do that to anybody else. And I'm old enough to the point to where when people do that, I'm like, okay, so you're stupid, right? Because like you're just saying things. Like that's what dumb people do. Dumb people just make up things to try to talk. I'm just gonna say something. That's what I realized in my lifetime, is that the people that are the most dumb in life, they make up things and then they can easily be called out for it. They've had more in the past. What years? I don't know. It's like, don't you get tired of people like that IRL? You guys ever work with somebody like that? You're like, oh, this guy's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be mean to you, Ahmed, and all that, but like, that was stupid. So it's like, I don't like, we have like 200 plus people here in the chat, right? And then like, I want to answer everybody's questions. I want to read everybody's comments. But then when I see something stupid in between somebody capping, it's like, it completely throws me off a little bit. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to start disregarding what this person says. And then it's going to look like I'm ignoring you. You know what I'm saying? Then you're going to, you know, then you feel a certain way. So it's like we gotta stop doing that. Hold up. No politics here. Yeah. Thank you, B Queen. No politics here, please. Let's see here. OJ, can you be my Nintendo therapist? No, I ain't nobody's Nintendo. People used to do that to me, and I used to try to talk to them. I'm like, bro, I'm not your therapist here. Like, I agree with, I wish they had a trophy system too, or whatever the case is, but I'm not here to hear your you know what I'm saying, your PTSD or whatever, you know?
Some people are recovering Nintendo fans, where they used to like them and still want to, but can't admit that they don't like them anymore.
Yeah, then you have, like I said, the people that are recovering. I mean, like, I think that's probably the worst state of mind to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like, the worst state of mind to be in is when you have all these damn fours that are popping up on the screen and you can't stop it. Look at all those fours. No, the worst state of mind to be in for sure is like when you have like this love-hate relationship and you can't get over it. Like, you're like a scorned lover, like on Forensic Files or something. You know? Like, that's definitely the worst. That's definitely the worst. I don't know what's going on with my screen, fam. Like, this thing's bugging. All right, hold up. I think I got it. Like, dude, it keeps on putting more fours. It keeps on putting more fours. Look at all these fours. Oh, my goodness. How many fours did it put? Goodness gracious. Hold up. So many fours. All right, there we go. I'll be able to calm the fours down. Jesus. All right. Remove the fours. 124. No, that's still too many fours. That's not that many. Hold up. We ain't getting that. All right, 124. Yo, shout outs. So yeah. Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the 3. 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4 4. 4 fours, 4 still 2027, bro. Those fours were going all over the place. Kiwi Talks did put out this though. I do want to say this. He said, LOL, people are so fixated on the image that they aren't analyzing the riddle. Okay, let's analyze. Okay, you guys, we're gonna analyze the riddle. Freaking Riddler. What does this guy think he is? The Riddler? The Batman Riddler? What is this guy doing? All right, let's analyze the Riddler. The direct date leaked. It'll be April 4th. No, the direct date did not leak, and it's not April 4th. The direct date did not leak. All right, let's analyze this right here. I sit beside the legends. All right, hold up. All right, let me see here. Yo, Smash Brothers, let's go. I sit beside legends, though none are my kin. I'm sold their same keys. I'm sold their same keys to let players in. I share the same screen and I share the same light, yet my bloodline says I don't belong to the fight. What am I? What is that? He says people are so fixated on the image that they aren't analyzing the riddle. What does that? So is it none of the games here? Like, who can solve this riddle? Anybody here good with riddles? I hate riddles. When games ask me to do riddles, I'd rather just like grab like a weapon and beat the crap out of whatever the person's saying. You know, like, can I just freaking do this? Can I just like give me whatever I need to get so I can advance in this game? I'm not a big Riddler. Damn Riddler. All right, let's talk. I sit beside legends. Okay, you sit beside legends. You sit beside legends, though none are my kin. Okay, Halo sit beside Aloy, and I don't know if this. Well, this monkey dude, that's Journey to the West. That's a legend. I mean, is Aloy? I guess Aloy's maybe a legend. I sit beside legends, though none are my kin. Okay, yeah, these are not related. This is a third party. This is none are my kin. I'm sold their same keys to let. I'm sold their same keys to let players in. I'm sold their same keys to let players in. What does that mean? I'm sold their same keys to let players in. It's like a key card, not a key card. That's not a key card, is it? Fire Emblem 444444 remake. What do you think of my Mario RPG riddle? I don't know, what was your Mario RPG riddle? Dr. OJ, my associate, Party Man Kart World has Fire Emblem 4 remake issue. Can you help? Oh man. Death Stranding babies are synthetic? A key card? I don't think it's that simple. I'm sold their same key. None of these games are key cards yet, so I'm sold their same keys to let players in. I'm sold their same keys to let players. It could be a key card. I sit beside legends, so it's got to be next one. I sit besides legends. I share the same screen and I share the same light. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. Yet my bloodline says I don't belong to the fight. I don't know. What is the riddle? Most likely it's Death Stranding 1 or 2. Kojima owns the IP now, and seeing Desma engine on Switch would be what the F moment. It's one of the most graphically... I don't think... Desma's on PS4, though. That's a PS4 engine. Grok, can you crack this riddle? I don't think Grok can crack the riddle. I don't think Grok can crack the riddle. Sure, the riddle describes the Steam Deck. It sits alongside Legends, other handhelds like Switch. Uses the same Steam keys to play, shares the screen and light, but its PC lineage keeps it out of the console fight. What do you think? What the hell? That didn't tell us anything. You have a point. The third image covers Switch 2. Branding is intriguing. Yes, there are rumors of Nintendo Direct in February. Maybe a riddle points to Switch 2 seated alongside legendary consoles sharing with the hybrid lineage. Outside of... I don't know. No, man. Yo, I mean, at least Grok's trying, but I don't know, fam. That was bad. Power World, since it shares the same light, don't belong. It's Wukong. I don't know, man. OJ, wasn't there character named Keys in Halo? Character named Keys in Halo? Not that I remember. Not that I know of. It's Black Myth, Wukong. Shout out to Lingering Will. I don't know. For me, what the F would be Bloodborne. Everything else is not what the F at all. Even Horizon. Sony is releasing games on other platforms. All of them are possible with certain companies. But Bloodborne on Switch 2 is so... Bloodborne on Switch 2 is what the F... I mean, to me it is, because it's like, where's it been? Where's Bloodborne been? So Bloodborne and Horizon are the two what the... Those would be like the what the F games. But like, the riddle is interesting. The riddle is interesting. Why? Wait a minute. Why would it be 720 30 FPS ports? These games are like PS4 games, or like whatever. These games are like this game's like on PS4. Power World's on the Xbox One. Why would it be 720p 30 FPS? Bloodborne's on the PS4. Bloodborne's a PS4 game. Literally a PS4 game. What could it be? Death Stranding 2 doesn't count because it's not staying exclusive much longer. Yeah, but that's because it's, what's it called? Wait a minute. I sit beside wait, could it Astrobot? I sit beside legends, though none are my kin. I'm sold their same keys to let players in. I share the same screen and I share the same light. Yet my bloodline says I don't belong to the fight. I mean, I think this, once we find out what it is, I think it'll be a good one. Like, I don't think it's Astrobot. No, I don't think it's that. Horizon? Yeah, I think it might be Horizon. Captain Keys in Halo. Oh! Captain Keys in Halo 1. Okay, that's a good one. Most of those games were associated with PlayStation. I think not my kin and not my bloodline means not meant to be on the platform could actually indicate Halo. Ah, okay, yeah. ChatGPT solved to me as Bloodborne. Did it really? Can you paraphrase what ChatGPT said? Legends would be Dark Souls and Elden Ring aren't in the same series. Kin, Blood, Bloodborne, etc. Okay. Blazing with the 5 says, OJ, can you play Court of the Tempest from Fire Emblem Three Houses? Thanks. Yeah, I can. Okay, interesting for sure. Interesting. You guys got some good responses here. I wonder what it's going to be. I wonder what it's going to be, man. Corridor of the Tempest. Fire Emblem Three Houses. All right. Okay. Shout outs. Thank you so much for that. $5 Blazing.
I understand a 720p 30 FPS comment because some people still think about Switch 1. Lol.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Most of the ports that come out on Switch 2 are actually 1080p or higher. 30 FPS for some of them, but yeah, a lot of those games are like PS4 games, so it shouldn't be. But yeah, people are stupid. People are dumb. Oh man, people are dumb when it comes down to some stuff. Let's see here. Sounds like Halo. Man, I have to do it again. Oh, okay. Smells like Halo. Yeah. Bro, it's Horizon. I played the game and the lore sounds like it. What relates to keys in Horizon? I played Horizon 2. What relays like to keys or whatever, you know? Let's see. Spartans are all made in, not related, right? I'm not sure. I don't think we'll get a 3D Mario in the new Direct. I think there's definitely going to be a 3D Mario in the new Direct. I think there will be. So, we'll see though. You want to put any money on it, Ninmar? Let's see how confident you are. Let's see here. I don't think it's any of these. Standing next to Legends means it's the status of something on the level of Legend of Zelda or FF. So I don't think that's. Wait a minute. No, time out. I gotta stop you right there. That's just your own. That's projection. What do you mean it stands on the level of Legend of Zelda or Final? That's just you making up whatever you feel like is Legends. What do you mean? What? No, hold up. I disagree with that, Alvin. Because Halo is a legend too, or Aloy can be a legend in her own right, or stand next to Legends. That doesn't mean it's only those two games. Wait a minute, hold up. Halo's legendary as well. I mean, Halo legendary, like Halo's seen as like a legendary franchise. So I don't think it needs to be just like it doesn't stand next to. Why not? Halo absolutely stands next to those games. So Halo absolutely does. Let's see here. It's Horizon. Aloy is a key, right? Because her mom. Is Aloy a key? Is there some type of thing with Aloy? I've never beat all the Horizon games or anything. So is Aloy like some type of key to something? Like where she unlocks something in like the Horizon universe or something like that? Well, Horizon got bodied by Legend of Zelda and Elden Ring, 2 legendary games. That's true, but I mean that doesn't mean Horizon's not its own right, like Legend in its own right. That doesn't mean that. So yeah, I don't agree that it's only Final Fantasy or Legend of Zelda. That's it. So yeah. I don't think about all that. Well, Horizon got... Okay, I already read that. My bad. I take Astro Bot on Switch to be similar to 3D Mario. Okay. Is Halo... They shared the same screen with Couch Co-op. Well, what did it say about the same screen? It said... Hold on. Kiwi... Where's that Kiwi Talks post at? Why did I lose this... Oh my gosh, bro. How did I lose this man? Kiwi. How did I lose this man's post? Really? I actually lost the post. Somebody linked the post to me again. Justin with another 3.
Horizons makes sense to me now that I think about more story-wise. Keys could talk about the tech she has on her head. And bloodline makes sense because of her mom and all of that stuff.
But why does he say people are more focused on the image than the riddle itself? Why does he say that? I don't understand why he says that. Thanks, Dior. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm wondering. This is so fascinating, man. This is such a fascinating rumor or whatever you want to call it, riddle, because it's like, oh, I already had it up here the whole time. Hold up, that's okay. He says, yeah, a lot of people are fixated on the image and aren't analyzing the riddle. Well, I mean, yeah, they're looking at the image, but okay. Let's see here. Maybe the screen. Okay, so we're gonna read it again. We're gonna read it one more time. So we're gonna read it again. Shout out to Justin. Thank you for another $3 dono, man. Shout out to the donos, guys. We're at 135, so we're close. We're 15 combos away. One raw Toby Blaster away from the platinum and a half. So thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate that. You guys let me do what I'm doing right now. Yeah, listen, it could be Horizon. It could be Horizon. It could be. I'm not saying that it's not. I sit beside legends, though none are my kin. I sit behind legends, though none are my kin. I'm sold the same keys to let players in. I'm sold their same keys. So exclusivity to let players in. I share the same screen. I share the same screen and I share the same light. Yet my bloodlines say I don't. Yeah, it's Horizon. It's Horizon. It's Horizon. I think here's the reason why I'm going off the riddle. It's gotta be Horizon. No. Here's my logic. Here's my logic. I sit beside legends, though none are my kin. Wait a minute. Hold up. No, my logic. No, wait. Kin can mean a lot of things, though. Kin can mean, oh, we're fellow PlayStation exclusives. It says none are my kin. So Bloodborne, if you say sit beside legends, so if you're interpreting it literally, I sit. So that would be its position amongst in this picture. So sit beside legends. It's sure as hell not Pal World. That's not a legend in anything. I guess it's a legend in its own right. It's a legend in the making, I guess, but it's not that. You're not sitting. It's above you too, so that doesn't make sense. So you sit beside legends. That would be these two games. It would be Bloodborne. I'm sold the same key, but though none are my kin. I mean, those are different franchises. So yeah, Horizon and Blood. You can say they're different kin in that way, or one's a. I mean, no. Yeah, you can say it's hard. So I'm sold the same keys to let players in. Exclusivity. I'm sold their same keys to let players in. In order to let a player in, you've got to be exclusive. You've got to be only on that. So Halo before was exclusivity. Bloodborne was exclusivity. They were sold the same way. Horizon was sold in that same exact way to let players in, to let players be able to. That's what I'm guessing that is. Maybe that's a bad interpretation, but maybe that's what it is. I share the same screen and I share the same light. So that just seems like it's literal. The same screen and the same light. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, man. Share the same screen, share the same light. Okay. Bardaz. Let me see your time spent in Power World. You got your Steam account? Let me see how much time you spent in Power World, my man. Let me see it. You got a link for me? What's your Steam ID? Let's take a look at what you're playing. Let's take a look. Oh, you're that same DBZ Nation idiot. You're that same DBZ Nation idiot. Oh, okay, you're the same guy. Let me see your Steam account though. Let's take a look. Bar, let me see it. Put a link so we can see your Steam account. Let's see how many hours you put into Power Roll. Anyway, moving on. Let's see if he links that. I don't know if he got timed out for how long, but if you're not, put a link. Yeah, my bloodline says I don't belong to the fight. What am I? What am I? I'm thinking about giving this DBZ Nation, like, drone a debate just so he'll leave me alone. Like, I don't know how many soccer count. Like, I just want to crush this guy. Let me just body this fraud in a debate, and we can just move along. I'm thinking about just doing it. Maybe when I do my debate show. So maybe I'll have you on. I'll give you 15 minutes. No pay. And when I crush you in your debate because you're an idiot, you'll leave me alone. So how about that? How about that, DBZ Nation? How about that? So here's the thing. I will give you 15 minutes. 15 to 30 minutes based on what you say. Okay? 15 to 30 minutes. We can debate whatever you want to debate. But not on your channel. It'll be right here. If you want to co-stream it, you can co-stream it, but I'm not going into anything that you've got. I'll let you into my Discord. We will debate for 15 minutes on whatever you want. I'll body you, and then you never talk to me again. How about that? That's the deal. You never talk to me ever again, and I'll give you 15 minutes, okay? How about that? Okay, so let me know. You can send me an email. I think your other email's blocked because you were being crazy. So send me a different email, DBZ Nation, and I will give you 15 minutes. And like I said, if I like what you're saying or what you're debating, I'll give you another 15 minutes. Free of charge. All right? Just so you'll leave me the hell alone. You're like weird and stalkerish, so I'll give you that, all right? So set it up. Once again, we'll talk about it. Send me an email or talk to me on Twitter, and we'll set that up. Like I said, I'll give you 15 minutes just so you can leave me alone. And like I said, let me just body this fraud, and then I can just move on with my life. Because like you just keep on coming back, and I feel sorry for you. So like, I feel really bad for you now. So I'll give you your 15 minutes, okay? How about that? So there you go. Like I said, send me an email, send me a tweet on Twitter. We'll get something set up, okay, man? All right, there you go. All right, let's see here. Maybe it's The Last of Us. The Last of Us. Maybe. So yeah. From what I hear from the right, the riddle and hearing them multiple times, honestly sounds like Horizon Zero Dawn because Aloy is a key from her mother and the outcast and the key to her mom. Yeah, I think it is. And I sit beside legends. Bloodborne's a legend. Halo's a legend. I think it's gotta be, man. That's like the only thing that it is. Let's see. Check under the comment. He's saying that the riddle isn't necessarily related to the picture. I understand that. He said that people are focusing on the picture too much, but why would he put the picture up if it had nothing to do with the riddle? Like, why even put the picture up? Are you trying to throw a smoke screen? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna unblock DBZ Nation. No, I'm not gonna unblock him. No, I'm not. Just like I said, send me an email. I'll give him a link. I'll give him a link. That's you, Stay Woke. So I'll give you a link to my Discord. And I said, you got 15 minutes. I mean, if you got 15 minutes right now, I'll just do it right now so we can just get it over with. You know, so if you got 15 minutes, we can do it right now. So whatever. Nah, because I'm not going to legitimize him. I'll let him talk whatever he wants to talk about, and he'll leave me alone.
Mascots. And not kin is because they are mascots to different companies, since he said not to pay attention to the picture.
Okay, what if it sits beside legends as talking mascots, like not kin? It's because they're mascots of different companies since he's not pay attention to the picture. It could be Justin, could be. Let's see here. I find it hard to believe that Bloodborne would be a choice since we still haven't gotten Elden Ring and Dustbloods on the way. Yeah, that'd be tough, man. Maybe it's God of War, OJ, like its popular song property. God of War. I don't know why he would make the picture without it being like one of the games in the picture. Like, it just seems so awkward to do that. Like, I get what he said here because he says, LOL, a lot of people are so fixated on the image that you aren't analyzing the riddle. So it's like, to me, that's a smoke screen. Like, why even just say, hey, look, the what the F game that I talked about. Then just do the riddle. Why even have the picture? I hate that kind of crap. I hate how he has a picture and he says, oh, you're like, so if it's not a game on the picture, then what? I don't know, man. That's weird to me. That's weird to me. DBZ Nation already has my email. He already has it. My email's also on my Twitter page. It's also on my about page. So yeah. What topic would you like to debate for 15 minutes? How about that? What topic would you like to debate for 15 minutes? You tell me. You're the one, DBZ Nation, you're the one who's always wanted to debate me, and then I'm scared. So tell me what you'd like to debate. Or we can just do it right now in the chat. What do you want to debate? Go ahead. Just throw out whatever you wanted to debate. Go ahead. Just say, because I know that's you, Stay Woke. So just go ahead. What do you want to debate? Just type it out. I'll keep my answers short. I'll keep them very short. So just go ahead and just put what you want. We'll do it through text right now. I'll let you talk through text. I'll do it for 5 minutes through text. So just go ahead. What do you want to debate? And I'll answer other people's questions too, because this is stupid. Let's see here. I'm not 100% convinced it's Halo now. The only game which sits amongst other legendary games which aren't Xbox exclusive kin. Okay, yeah. Maybe the picture is a hint to company and not the game. Maybe. I just don't know what share the same light means. I mean, share the same light, same system. Yeah, that one's hard to guess or try to put together what that is, you know? It just creates a weird wild goose chase that no lead, since the picture apparently doesn't mean much per Kiwi Talks. Yeah, I don't like, you know, like I said, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that. If you're gonna put up a riddle, put up a riddle. You know, so I don't know. Yeah, you're right though. You choose your topic. It's your channel. All right, man. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Appreciate you. Oh my god, what a freaking idiot. You say that I'm scared. You say that you want to debate me. I tell you pick the topic that you want to debate. You say you choose the topic. Are you dumb? Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Horizon is such a cool game. I want it to come to Nintendo. Okay, yeah. We'll see if it does. Like, Jesus Christ, man. This dude definitely could not put shapes inside the same, like the actual same shape. Like, he definitely like tried to put the star in like the circle and like the circle in the rectangle, you know, or something like that, you know. I think I still think it's Zelda. The game uses keys. It's not Zelda because the Zelda is not the what the F game. Why would Zelda be a what the F game for the Switch 2? Like, oh my gosh, Zelda's coming? No way! It's not Zelda. This is when he says what the F game, Jennifer, he's talking about a game that you would not expect to come. Like, what the F is this doing on the system? You know? So yeah. Of course, the game is on the pick, but the riddle is required to narrow it down. Again, Halo sits among... that's what I'm saying, Jackson. Like, there's no way that it's not. Okay, thank you. Narrow it down. Again, Halo sits among legendary games, which aren't its Xbox exclusive kin by bloodline. It's obvious. So you think it's going to be Halo? Oh, or you think that's the exclusive... So you think it's Horizon? Or what? I love Horizon, but even then, it'd be a bit underwhelmed. That'd still be a what the F game. I mean, that would be... listen, Twitter would melt down. If Horizon comes to Switch 2, Twitter would absolutely have a complete breakdown. So yeah. Twitter would have a complete breakdown. It would be really bad. It would be really, 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 really bad. Like, really, really, really bad. So, yeah. It'd be really bad. It would not be good. Not be good at all. So, I don't know, man. It's got to be Halo or Horizon. It's one of those two. Or it's maybe multiple games. Yeah. Or it's multiple games. Or it's Halo and it's Horizon. Or it's Bloodborne and maybe it's multiple. Maybe it's that. Or yeah, it's Concord 2. I don't know. I listen, guys, I'm not sure at this point. I don't know what it's going to be. But I do think that it's interesting for sure. Let me add in these next ones here. Shoutouts, guys. Thank you guys for the support. Lego. 1. Is that 41? 141 on the board. Hey, yo, we are 9 combos away from the combo breaks. What game was Indiana Jones and the Great Circle Harrison Ford voice acting? It's not that game, because that game's already confirmed, Ninmar. Hey, guys, let me tell you. The What the F game is the game that we already announced. What the F, huh? My man Nimar giving me them Ren and Stimpy answers.
I don't know. I don't know, Ken. What do you think?
Bro, how's that the What the F game? Nimar, bro, it's already been announced. What you mean? Nimar, you idiots! That's already been announced. Dong.
Sorry, Ren.
Man, straight up gave me a Ren and Stimpy answer, bro. Nimar, one of those guys who whizzed on the electric fence, aren't you, Nimar? Oh my gosh, bro! I'm just gonna start banning. I'm just gonna start banning everything from you, bro. We're just gonna start. So keep on making your accounts. I'm just gonna start banning you. I said, give me the debate topic. What do you want to debate? Because you're the one who says I'm too scared. I said, what do you want to debate? And then you said, you choose. I'm out, bro. Peace. I'm out, DBZ Nation. I'm out, fam. So bring up more talk. I'll just ban everyone that you got till you decide to go take a shower. I'll ban every single one that you, because I know you stinking in that room, bro. I know you stink. There ain't no way. You must go clean your room. Clean your room. I know you stink. Bro, move on. I'm done with you.
Out of ballpark crazy theory, but hear me out because we are having fun. What if Sony Japan's strategy now is to port older PS4, PS5 games to Switch 2 to possibly get more people into those series like what they do with PC?
Yeah, it could be. I still think Horizon, the reason why Horizon's a what the F game is because Horizon would cause so much like, oh my gosh, what the heck is happening on here, you know? So yeah, that's why I think it is a what the F game, you know? So yeah. Pinky the break. Oh, he said, I didn't even know Indiana Jones was coming to Switch 2. Yeah. Listen, Indiana Jones is confirmed for Switch 2. Okay, so you didn't know. But yeah, it was already announced and it's already confirmed. So you missed that one, which is fine. You know, but that's already been confirmed. That's already been confirmed. So yeah. Already been confirmed. It's crazy though, bro. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff overall. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Like I said, if you hit that like button, you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we're streaming. We're out here, guys. I appreciate that. Lego. Appreciate y'all coming out to the stream once again. But yeah, because it caused a lot of people to be upset on Twitter. That would be a what the F, because people would be like, yo, like, what is happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's happening? How is this happening? You know, it would be crazy. I think it would be a crazy situation that's going on, you know? Crazy situation. It's Fallout 4. Fallout's already been announced. Fallout 4 has already been announced, so it can't be Fallout 4 because that's already been revealed. That's already like 100%. DS and Horizon unlikely Switch 2 can't run Decima engine. That's not true at all. The Decima engine runs on the PS4. What? The Decima engine is literally on the PlayStation 4. So no, what the hell? That's got to be a joke. I think you're joking, Bloodstain. I think that was a joke. Okay. He was joking. Let's see here. Chat GPT keeps saying Bloodborne whenever I give the riddle. Keeps saying Bloodborne. Listen, Chat GPT might be wrong. What chances do you give Nintendo saves 3D Mario for a summer direct instead of this one? Usually they like to have big 3D Mario games announced well before, like leading into it. But like, there's a chance. I mean, they could always say it's going to be the summer Nintendo Direct, but I'm guessing they're going to want to have a bigger marketing period because of the movie for this Mario game. So I'm guessing it's going to be announced now, but they could wait till the next Nintendo Direct. That's possible. So yeah. So great evening, man. Just saw the notification like 2 hours ago. Hey, shout outs to Cool Guy. All these games pictured are what Kiwi considers what the F games. Otherwise, he would have chosen. He wouldn't have chosen them. Can't base it on anything other than the riddle being one of those 7. It's Halo. Okay, okay. So I guess we should do a poll then, right? I guess we should do a poll. If Horizon comes to Switch 2, the console war would officially be over. Nintendo would win just by being them. Nintendo wins by doing nothing. Nintendo wins by doing absolutely nothing. Outside of just doing whatever they do normally, right? That would piss so many people off on Twitter. Yo, Combo Boys, we are going 1 combo away from the platinum and a half. Let's go. So yeah, man. So yeah. All right, man. Thanks for coming out. I said, what topics do you want to bring? And you say you choose the topic. That's what you said. You said you choose the topic. So that's why I said I'm done. I said you choose the topic, and then you said you choose. I said, yo, what topics did you want to do? And then you said you choose the topic. It's your stream. Then I was like, I'm out. I said I'm out. Like, I said I'm done. So I'm done. I'm done, brother. I'm done. If you want to debate, pay me. If you wanted to, now I'm going back to paying me. If you want to debate, pay me. I'm gonna need $50 straight up. So go ahead and pay me. And I'm not listening to anything outside of that Peach notification that didn't, like, with the live action princess. I'm not paying attention to nothing unless I see that $50 through Streamlabs, not through Super Chat. And if you do it through Super Chat, do 80. If you want to do it through Streamlabs, you do 50. So I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm just gonna ban every single account that you got, that you coming back here. So I'll be hitting you like whack-a-mole. Like, habah, habah. I don't care. People can clip. People can say I'm this and that. Bah, I don't care. This is my stream. I do whatever I want. I'll be hitting you like whack-a-mole, bro. We're just going to be banning every single one of your accounts. If you want to be unbanned, pay me 50. You want to debate? Pay me 50. You want me to unban all your accounts? Pay me 60. You want me to ban the DBZ account? Pay me 50. So I ain't doing nothing unless you pay me. So keep on bringing more accounts here. I'll keep banning them. So you don't want all your accounts banned. So if I were you, I would slow down, homeboy. I'd slow down. If I were you, I'll ban every single one of them. I don't give a damn. This is my job. I get paid to do this. You don't. You're doing this for free. So if you want to talk to me more, pay up. If not, I'll ban every single one of your accounts. Every single last one. I don't care who clips, who says. I don't give a damn. I don't watch. I'm done watching YouTube anyway, so I don't care. Abuse of power, damn right. I'll do whatever I want on my stream. It's my stream. So I'm tired of you, bruh. I'm tired of you. I've given you every chance. We out. Deuces. Pay up or I ain't talking. All right, moving on. Virtual Boy is awesome, but glasses free 3D Virtual Boy on mounted 3DS is the way because BB NSO is coming to Switch. F-Zero spinoff ROM will get dumped too. Yep. Yeah, we hit him with the whack-a-mole, bro. You know what I'm saying? You ever play whack-a-mole? I used to play whack-a-mole. Bro, I knocked the hell out of those moles because sometimes they be moving too quick. I remember one time I broke the whack-a-mole thing. I think I was in high school and like I couldn't get the high score. Like I was playing and like I think I was with some of my friends from the team, from the football team. Like we were playing, you're supposed to just hit them all. Man, I just took a swing and I knew where it was coming because I looked and I said, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna guess that it's coming right here. And I swore I swung with all my strength. Boom! I cracked the heck out of that mole. That's what I'm doing right now. We hitting you with the whack-a-mole right now. Smack! So let's see here. It's going to be a slow year for Nintendo this year. I can just feel it. Nah, it's never a slow year. They're going to have more games. They already have 7 or 8 games announced, so nah. Let's see here. I'm not paying you just to get unbanned. All right. Then keep on making. Then oh well, too bad then. And that name is a fraud. The prestigious one, that's a disgrace. You're not prestigious in any way. Look at what you're doing. Prestigious people don't do what you're doing. Look at this. Look at this slop that you're doing, fam. The prestigious one, that's some cap. That's a lie. Like, come on, man. If you actually prestigious, have some self-respect. Go start your own channel. Go clip my content and debate and make videos clickbaiting. Do something with your life, man. Like, I don't care what you do, but if you want to talk to me, you're gonna have to pay. Yeah, he's gonna get every single. I told him to slow down. He's gonna get every single account banned. So yeah, man. So I told him to slow down. Let's see. I don't care what year it is for Nintendo as long as I have my Fire Emblem Fortune. I don't think it's gonna be a slow year. We already have 7 games announced. How many games do we have already that's coming this year? I don't think so. I'm looking at the first party games. We have, hold up, give me a sec, or at least the exclusives that we know about. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's actually going to be a pretty big year for them this year. Hold up, give me a second. Notebook, Ratchet and Clank. I don't know if it's Ratchet and Clank. That'd be interesting. I think that game would work on Switch too. I mean, at least people would like it. So we have. Let's see. Let's start here. Okay, we can start counting Nintendo. Let's just say, okay, whatever. Animal Crossing. That's a smaller game, but it's not small. But it's already New Horizons, Switch 2, Switch 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Super Mario Wonder, Switch 2. We got the Dust Bloods. We got Splatoon Raiders. We got Mario Tennis. We got Tennis. We got Pocopia. We got Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. We got Rhythm Heaven. We got Tomodachi. Am I missing anything, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 games already set for this year. Some of them already came out. Am I missing anything though? I don't know if I'm missing anything. So yeah. I mean, if Dispatch is anything to go by, then it'll be not a good year. Dispatch is not a first-party game, Sabo. So I don't know why you're saying they're not gonna have. So Dispatch is not a first-party game. That's a third-party game. So what does that have to do with Nintendo's first-party output? I don't get it. I put Splatoon Raiders. Yeah. Orbitals is not a first-party Nintendo game. That is a third-party game. So I think Sabo's talking about first-party games, but if he's talking about third-party games, he's 1000% wrong. Hold up. If Sabo, are you talking about third-party games? It's going to be a slow year? That's where I'd say that you're like incredibly wrong. Third-party games there's going to be a ton of new third-party games for the Switch 2 this year. Like, it's going to be wild how many announcements it's going to be pretty crazy. So if you're talking about third-party games, I'm going to say you're definitively wrong. If you're talking about first-party games, I can lay it out, and I'm going to say, no, I think it's going to be a good year for first-party games too. Nintendo could censor more games. Well, that doesn't mean it's a bad year. If they do, that just means that they censored some games that you don't like. But that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad year for games or anything like that. So, and Nintendo's games in terms of first-party aren't going to be censored. So yeah, that has nothing to do with how good the year is going to be for the rest of the games this year. So yeah. So yeah, I'm going to disagree. Let's see here. Virtual Boy, Splatoon Raid. Well, I'm not counting Virtual Boy. Oh yeah, Fire Emblem. How could I forget Fire Emblem? Oh my goodness. Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave. Yeah, how can I forget that? That's like my most anticipated game. Fortune's Weave. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 games. That's either already released or coming out this year. So I think they're going to have a pretty good year. Let's see. Gravity Rush 1 and 2 should be on Nintendo. That game is going to be so good. It goes so well with Nintendo. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't subscribe to the whole they're going to censor games so it's not going to be a good year. That just sounds dumb. I've never thought about that. I don't like the fact that they forced them to censor Dispatch, but that doesn't mean everything else is going to get censored, or that doesn't mean it's going to be a bad year because of that. That's stupid. I don't subscribe to that. That's dumb. People really need to buy a gaming laptop in addition to preferred console. Did you add Dustbloods? I did add Dustbloods. Yes, I did. I did. I mean, I didn't say the same thing. Like, sometimes Sony would censor some games. I didn't say Sony's going to have a bad year because they censored some games. Like, oh, come on, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. What I'm saying is Fire Emblem, Fortune's Weave, and Splatoon Raiders alone makes this year, yeah. Says, I'm just not confident in Nintendo's strategy at the moment. What is Nintendo's strategy? What's their strategy, Sabo? Let me know. What is it? What's their strategy? Because obviously, we're thinking. So, what is their strategy this year? Go ahead. I mean, it's January 28th, so that's before we've gotten any directs, we've gotten any announcements. So, what is their strategy for this year? What is it? Go ahead. Let me hear. And I'm not trolling either. Like, let me know what is their strategy this year. What is it? Pokemon. That's rumored, but yes, Pokemon's probably coming this year as well. So yeah. Did we give up on the riddle? Batman would be so disappointed. We didn't give up on the riddle. We all have said it's either Halo or Horizon. So yeah. Did you add? Yeah, you added that. Hey, good evening, That's what's good? Let's see. I already have too many games to play between. Dude, Bead Queen. I am right there with you. There's like a bazillion games to play. But I'm interested in what he thinks the strategy is for this year before we've even gotten a single Nintendo Direct. So, yeah. Let's see. Sorry, maybe I jumped the gun, but I hope Nintendo doesn't. Okay. That's a whole separate thing. Okay, got you. Because you said that they're not going to have a good year because of that. I don't think there's going to be plenty of games to play. There's going to be tons of stuff. So that's a whole separate thing. Once again, I think sometimes some people, they take one thing that happens, they try to equate it towards a whole year, and that doesn't even make any sense. But yeah, I hope they don't censor games too. That doesn't mean their whole year is going to be bad and they're not going to have a good year and there's not going to be great. I mean, come on now. Now that's kind of going a little bit overboard. That's going a little overboard. That's what I'm worried Nintendo might be doing this year. Nah, I don't think they'll be like that, man. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they'll censor every single thing for no matter what because of Dispatch. Maybe that'll be the thing. Maybe they will. Maybe this will be the thing that causes them to censor every single thing, and you're right. And now you don't, and now the whole year is bad. So maybe that's the case too. So there you go. He wasn't talking about the game releases, guys. He was just talking about he was censorship concerned. I'm not gonna call it concern trolling. He was censorship concerned ish thinking. Where you say, oh, because this happened, it's going to happen all year, and that's what's going to ruin it. He was doing one of those. It's like the YouTuber thing that people do. But yeah, I'm going to have to somewhat agree. Like, I don't like that they did that. So I'm in agreement on that, but I'm not going to project that towards the whole year and concern troll the whole year. I'm not going to do all that. That's going to be overboard. This is, what do you guys mean by censor? What does that mean? Censor, exactly what it sounds like. Censor, like private parts in games. Let's see, it's fair concern to have. Yeah, like I said, it's fair to have. Now, I don't think that means the whole year is going to be terrible. And it's like, I'm not going that far. But yeah, you can have a concern that they might censor other games, but that's not how he prefaced it. He prefaced it by saying they're not going to have a good year. Their strategy's all bad. They're not going to have games. Like, he prefaced it as if they weren't going to have a bunch of games. I'm like, well, no, they have a bunch of games already announced. But then he later clarified that, oh, well, no, he's just talking about censorship with maybe some third-party games. That's a whole different topic from what he initially said. Let's see here. Sony did censor games too. Yeah, and I didn't equate that Sony censoring some games means that they're going to censor everything. And I never made videos. I don't think I ever did. Yeah, I can't recall anything. I remember I think I made a video of them doing one censorship thing, but I didn't equate it to now they're going to censor everything and now the whole year is going to be bad and now, oh my God, like I didn't do all that. I just said, hey, look, I don't like this. And I isolated it to what it is. But yeah, you can definitely have concern about that, but I'm not going to concern troll the whole freaking year over it. Nah, we ain't going that far. Okay, I thought that was another DBZ Nation account on the edge here. Oh, no. I think I've banned most of DBZ Nation's accounts because you have to have an email for every single one. So he's probably gonna make some more, but I think he's done for the night. I think he's actually done for the night. So we'll see. We'll see overall, man. We'll see. Funny though. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. Oh man. So hardly any games take it to such extreme that they warrant censorship anyways. Yeah, I mean, Dispatch is a little bit of a... Like, from what I saw the scenes, I mean, most games aren't going to do that. Although, in Dispatch's case, I think that there's some scenes... They should have just left. They should have just left the toggle. There's really no need for it. Honestly, there's no need to censor it at all. Like, it's a bad decision. It's a very bad decision, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Because there's no need, because it's a mature rated game, and there's already a toggle on there. You can use parental controls too, so there's no point. So yeah. There's no point. Also, shout outs, or actually, there's some more news to go over. I guess Microsoft's CFO, Chief Financial Officer, says Xbox revenue declined 9% year over year during October through December 2025 due to lower than expected results from Xbox first-party titles. Lower than expected results from Xbox first-party titles? Microsoft does Game Pass, raises the price of Game Pass. People stop subscribing to Game Pass as much, or obviously you're not going to get the growth. Tells people they don't need to buy games, and then says, why aren't people buying games during the holiday? Why was it lower than expected? You've conditioned people to not buy the games in the first place. Oh my goodness. And you'd have these certain Xbox accounts saying, no, Game Pass is fine. This Game Pass. And then now Microsoft comes out and says, oh, well, the games aren't doing so good. Game sales-wise. Lower than expected. Oh. Microsoft is an interesting company. Okay. Let's see here. Jose just like I'm not laughing. It's just... I just don't understand why Microsoft is surprised that, one, they tell people that there's no need to buy their system. Two, they tell people you don't need to buy the games regularly, just buy Game Pass. I mean,
Wait, wasn't the Xbox ROG Ally supposed to save Xbox? Lol.
I don't understand sometimes how Microsoft thinks and operates. Like, I get, like, it seems like they were in a sunk cost fallacy with Game Pass. I think that's really what it was. At one point, a lot of people realized that this whole Game Pass thing, while it's good, it's not a barometer for any type of actual healthy business in the... Microsoft had to pivot, right? From doing, hey, look, we're going to sell exclusive games to sell this box. When you do Game Pass, and I think that when you say games aren't, like, you don't have to buy the Xbox, like, they've said that multiple times, everything's an Xbox. You don't need to buy an Xbox to access their games. Like, I think, I don't understand why he doesn't understand. I don't understand why he doesn't understand why that they were lower. They were expecting higher. They should never expect higher. Microsoft should never expect higher sales. And on top of that, you didn't release anything on the Switch 2. Like, they released no games on Switch 2. So for the holiday, what you should have done, because, oh, wow, the Switch 2, okay, we're doing multi-platform. Wow, the Switch 2, it's out. Maybe we should get a game out for the holiday to help sell, you know? And they didn't do that either. So they had nothing ready for the holiday for Switch 2. And that was the launch, you know, the first, because like a lot of people buying Switch 2. So, I mean, yeah, whatever. I'm whatever. Oh, wait a minute. And also, Concept is shut down. Concept shuts down. Officially dissolved. Okay, yeah, okay, but yeah, Concept, that was Kenji Inafune's company. So yeah, they shut down. MS doesn't understand the. Actually, they released Skyrim. That was just the update, though. That was just the update. 152 on the combo breaker board. Let's go. Limit breaks. We are going. You guys know the deal. Platinum and a half. Platinum and a half. Cloud in the house. Let's see here. Also, Destin reports Amy Hood for Q3 thinks Xbox revenue will decline again and thinks hardware revenue will decline again also. Oh my god, bro. So yeah. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say with this. I don't know how to talk about it in any type of way that feels that would feel, you know, normal. Just because Microsoft, it's a consistent decline every single time, you know? A consistent decline. So, I don't know, man. So whatever. I just keep thinking back to when Xbox dudes kept bragging about pushing Game Pass. I mean, I was trying to tell them back then. I was trying to tell them on the Spawncast. I was trying to tell them outside of the Spawncast. I remember when those Xbox guys went nuts on me about the game sales because of Banjo-Kazooie. I got into that argument with the Hazador guy. And he's like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, no, I do know what I'm talking about. Now we're starting to see, even when they have a lot of games, that when you don't sell systems and you don't put out your games on everything, yeah, they have PC, yeah, they have PlayStation, but when you buy up all these studios, you're expecting to be like Microsoft obviously had a ton of revenue. They made a lot of money. But when you buy up all these studios and buy up all these games, the expectations are now even higher and higher to make a return on investment. So if you're not prepared for that, when you don't have good console sales, when you don't put everything on PlayStation, or you don't have everything that's tuned for that base to buy it, you're going to have some issues. You're going to have issues. And I guess that's what's happening right now. So yeah. It's weird. Really, really, really weird. Really weird. People already pulling up their pitchforks against the new NOA president. Dispatch censorship. Yeah, even though the dispatch thing, that was already something that was set beforehand. I think that was something that was set that was going to be there before. I don't think it had anything to do with Devin Pritchard, to be honest. Because it's not only her, it's the other guy too. So I don't think it had anything to do with her. I think that was going to happen regardless. But yeah, people were already looking for anything as soon as something happened, because they were already saying that she's the worst person ever before they even knew who she was, because she's a female. And that's what people do with females in this type of space. So in a male dominated space, that's what people do. So no matter what, she was gonna whatever happened, she was gonna take a blame for anything that happened. So I don't think it's her fault. I think that it's Nintendo's fault entirely. Like everybody, all the leadership at Nintendo, or even Nintendo Japan, like Japan, they shouldn't get involved. So it's all Nintendo's fault, not just one person, in my opinion. But yeah, but they were gonna. She's female, so the people were gonna just say that everything's her fault, regardless. You know. So yeah. Wait, who is she? What do you mean, who is she? Devin Pritchard? She's like the co-president of Nintendo of America. It's her and it's Shibata. Nobody cares that you're a PlayStation fan, Ahmad. Stop declaring what you are. Like, oh man. So yeah. Smash Ultimate Switch 2 Edition story mode like Subspace. That's not happening. So yeah, that's not happening. Do NOA leadership really even make the calls? Don't Japan ultimately make all the final decisions? It depends on Nintendo of Japan. They also have censored Dispatch, but Dispatch might have been censored regardless because of Japanese ratings and their laws. So that's beside the point. But when it comes to the biggest decisions, yes, Nintendo of Japan usually calls the shots. Nintendo of America, they really do more of the marketing side. So they do translation, the Treehouse team, that's part. They do marketing, they do TV commercials, they allocate the budget for games. Now, yes, there are some things that Nintendo of America can influence. Like I know Reggie Fils-Aimé, he got them to bundle Wii Sports with the Wii here in the US, so that was big. He got you know, what else did he do? I think Nintendo of America pushed to said, hey, we would like to have you know, Metroid Prime 4. So that was a thing. But I mean, most of the time, yes, it's Japan does this, and then Nintendo of America, they just work on the marketing plans for the games and translate the games when it comes to the Treehouse team. So that's kind of how it works. There are some things, though, obviously, like I said, that Nintendo of America can influence, but for the most part, then it's Nintendo in Japan that are like making the games and most of the stuff like that. So yeah. There's more to it. I can't believe Nintendo that lets dongs in Cyberpunk would censor a game like Dispatch. This whole situation is weird. Yeah, it is weird. Once again, that's why I said it's weird, because Cyberpunk, they allow that. In Cyberpunk, they allow other stuff. In Witcher 3, then this, they don't. So it really doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Dodging misogynistic gamers impossible online for... Yeah, I mean, once again, this game was already certified and stuff before Devin took over. Like, this game's been sitting on that server. They've been knowing this game's coming for a long time, so it's probably been sitting on there for a while, for a hot minute. It was gonna happen regardless. So yeah, in my opinion. So let me read this. There's some new information potentially from a ad hoc Discord. Seems like NOA service rep is implying that this was a decision. Can't share the print screen here, but this is an answer I got as well. Nintendo support chat when I shared my feedback with them as well. Understood. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Consumer feedback is very important to us, so we'll make your comments available to other departments here at Nintendo of America to use as they see fit. In this case, as the developers are in charge of the content that will be on the game, you can also reach out to Ad Hoc Studio as they are the publisher of the game in order to let them know that there are some things to improve in their game. With Cyberpunk having no censoring, I'm not sure this isn't... Well, no, that's a very vague statement, though. Understood. Yeah, I think that's just the standard reach out to them to let them know. Yeah, I don't know if that's the thing there. I don't know. So I don't think that the support staff have any clue about that one. So yeah, I don't think so. I don't know if that's like a real thing. I mean, I guess you can imply that a little bit from that statement. Understood. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Shout outs to Abaddon. Thank you for the 90 months. Does Dispatch Switch 2 is in free fall right now? They have to fix this quickly. I mean, I don't think it'd even take that long to fix it. It would just literally just add the sensor toggle. Can't share the print screen here, but this is the answer I got from the Nintendo support chat when I shared my feedback with them as well. Understood. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Consumer feedback is very important. Yeah, so make the comments available to the departments here at Nintendo of America to use as they see fit. In the case of the developers are in charge. Okay, so that's where he's saying. In the case, in this case, okay, I'm reading too fast. In this case, as the developers are in charge of the content that will be on the game, you can also reach out to Ad Hoc Studio as they are the publisher of the game in order to let them know there are some things to improve in their game. Okay. I don't know if the Nintendo support rep knows what they're talking about completely. So I think they're just giving them the basic answer, like, hey, we'll share it with our stuff, but, you know, but he says in this case, the developers are in charge of it, so I think he's just giving them, like, the standard, hey, look, go to both parties, we'll take it to here, you take it to there, you know, so yeah. So yeah. Well, it removes the nude scenes, and they add plot. Nintendo really should just patch. They might tank the Switch version. Nintendo really should just patch. Well, Nintendo wouldn't patch it. Nintendo can't patch the game for them. Ad Hoc would have to do it, or they'd have to. Like I said, I don't know what the deal is, but they've got to. Yeah, they've got to fix it. They've got to fix it. Otherwise, or they don't have to fix it. I don't gotta buy it. Like I said, I wasn't planning on really. I'll say this again. I'm not acting like I was gonna buy it 100% because there's people on there that I don't want to support from a creative standpoint. So I'm not gonna act like I was gonna buy it. But like, still, now it's like 100% that it's like, yeah, maybe I'll just pass. You know? So yeah. The censored version goes as far as censoring middle finger. Yeah, that's stupid. That makes zero sense. I don't know if it does do that, though. I haven't watched any of the reviews or anything, just because I don't watch reviews. To be honest, Yusufied, I don't watch reviews anymore, and I barely listen to what people say on Twitter and all that, to keep it a buck. So yeah. That's on Ad Hoc, but Nintendo would have to allow it if it was them who blocked it. I mean, listen, if Ad Hoc wanted to do it themselves and Nintendo said, okay, sure, you can censor your own game, that's on Ad Hoc. That's not on Nintendo, because that's just doing what the publisher wants in that case. If they want to censor their own game, that's on them. Like, I don't think Nintendo can force them to not do it, but I don't think that's the case. So I don't think that's what happened. So yeah, anyway, customer support doesn't know squat. They're $20 an hour call center. Peeps giving cookie cutter responses. Exactly. Yeah, I think it's just a cookie cutter response. I don't think they knew more than somebody else or anything like that. But yeah. But it's all good. I was trying to double dip on this game so I can play with my girlfriend, but I'll wait now. Yeah, might be good to wait. For the inconsistencies are what throw me off. Nintendo picks and chooses which game to censor. Not at this point. Yeah, it does seem like that. Like, just like PlayStation or just like any other company. Seems like it's just weird which ones they decide to and which ones they don't, which is weird. So yeah. Also, Justin with another 3 and says,
maybe Nintendo heard that Content Creator Game Award winner is in the game and messed with it. Lol JK.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. That, like I said, everybody like him, but not everybody like him, but a lot of people like him. But that whole hack situation made me say this guy's a fraud, dude. That whole hack situation made me say this guy's a fraud. I wanna double. I don't want to say it about him because like I want to check one more time if he made a video on hacks. I want to check one more time if he ever made a video on hacks. Yeah, he never made a video on hacks. He never did. I just want to check one more time. Live? Is there a live on hacks? Yeah, he never made a single video on hacks. Fraud. Fraud. Let's see here. I take a drink. Says so yeah. I know I say so yeah a lot in this stream. I gotta cut back on it. This because it's stream friendly version of the other platforms have the option. They didn't tailor the censorship. They just enforced the stream friendly option and called it a day. Okay. Dispatch sold 3 million, so it's definitely good for an indie. I mean, that's good for even non-indie. That's good. The aura thing in Splatoon 3 just feels like a new sound for multi-kills. I need to check out Splatoon 3. We need to play that this week. Maybe we'll do a stream where we play that Splatoon 3 just because it's good. It's good. They had some pretty cool stuff. They added some pretty cool stuff on there. Oh well, Nintendo doesn't see them as worth it as they prioritize censorship more than the game content. I don't know about that. That's just making. I don't know if they see if they're worth it or not. I'm not gonna go that far. I don't know what all the specifics are, so I guess we can wait for more details that come out. Doc Trey is quote tweeting what I just talked about here and said the plot. I don't know if they know what. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, man. So yeah. Weird. Let's see. I've been playing the new update. It's nice. Yeah, I haven't even downloaded the update yet, so I need to download it. I need to download the update. I need to download that update. I have not updated it yet. Says sell merch, could have t-shirts with so yeah. Yeah, I know. So yeah, maybe. Maybe, so yeah, sure. Yeah. Whatever. That actually might be an idea. That might be an idea on that one. Really like the health bars. Man, people are talking about these. I saw Bo talk about the health bars as well. I think it's pretty cool. Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad is the main character, so I pre-ordered it especially for him. Yeah, like I said, there's there's a couple people that are on there that I just don't feel like supporting. I just don't feel like supporting. So I just don't feel like supporting in that sense. Don't feel like supporting. Because it's just, you know? There's sometimes people that don't make videos on injustices, that always like to make videos on things. Always like to make videos on people and decided to not do it, so. I always say we'll have to wait and see because a lot of you guys don't like to wait and see. A lot of y'all like to make things and make suggestions and say things, and you will refuse to wait and see. So I'll keep saying that. So yeah, I'll keep saying that. 100 on that one. Here's my hypothesis. Hypothesis says there has to be a lot of extra work done for Nintendo for approvals. They just didn't want to do it and said, heck with it. We'll just release the censored version. I don't know. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Because it's a port. It's a toggle of the game already. They could have already just. How many approvals do they need for something like that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it is. But, you know, it's a theory. A game. No, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. So. We need some answers. You're gonna go there, you're gonna Sonic Dash over to Nintendo. So yeah. So yeah. Psychopath with the $5.
Thing you say a lot is shoutouts lol. You actually got me adding it to my vocabulary. Shoutouts.
I do say shoutouts a lot. Shoutouts, so yeah. I think both of those need to be shirts. Shoutouts, so yeah. Like just like all the standard stuff. Elite Ninja, shoutouts, so yeah. Combo breaker. Going further than beyond, like just I'll pick between them, then we can make some new merch. I still have my Streamlabs merch stuff, so I mean I could design a shirt pretty quickly. Just basic quotations. So yeah. That's it. That's all you need on the shirt. Overall. Although I've been cutting out in my editing, I've been cutting out because I remember Sellout said that I said it too much, so I've been cutting out overall in my videos recently. I've been cutting that out quite a bit. I'm like, damn, I do say it a lot. Like, damn, let me cut it out here. Like, I remember cutting it out one time, like 8 or 9 times I cut out overall. So Fire Emblem remake, it's coming. Fire Emblem 4 remake is coming at some point. ... Or Fire Emblem 4 remake to be continued. Something like that. Let me tell you why. Is it? Do I say that? Let me tell you why. I don't know. But I mean, I need to say that. I need to say, let me tell you why, or let me tell you about it. Like, I don't know. So yeah. So yeah. Shout outs to OJ's putting these words in my vocabulary. Yeah. You gotta put the words in the vocabulary. You gotta just have it all there ready to go. Shout outs to Psychopath with the $5 dono though, man. I appreciate that. Big love. Big love. Season 2 of Dispatch is early production now because the developers were shocked by the success. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy for the developers. I just hope that they get this thing fixed up here. So, they need to get it fixed up. That'd be great. Colt Eastwood says that the main reason why Xbox revenue is down for Q2 is because Call of Duty sucked. So did anybody play the campaign of Call of Duty? I saw people talking about this. Call of Duty to me always has a trash campaign, but apparently it was like really bad this time. So did any of you guys play this? Is like what is happening here? Why is this actually even a thing? Like, why? Can anybody tell me why there's like a human, like a huge, like a human Reaper that you're fighting against in Call of Duty? Just like some, like receding hairline dude, like boomerang Vegeta hairline. guy? Like, why are you fighting against this hairline guy? Like, what's the point of this happening? Can anybody fill me in? Because there's no way in hell I'm playing Call of Duty. So... Call of Fortnite? I don't know. Jug Trip, I guess. I think. I watched people stream the campaign and it was rough. I think the guy is tripping on drugs in the... Wait, the guy's tripping on drugs himself and that's what he decides to... He's like hallucinating and this is what he gets? Oh, man. The scary part. Yeah, like having a Vegeta... Like, this dude's... Like, look at the top of the screen, bruh. His hairline goes so far back, it ain't like it goes past the actual, like the cutoff for the screenshot. It disappears behind the void of the screenshot. Like a 10 hut, like not that I care. I mean, not my hairline ain't the greatest, but at least mine would be. It would still be like it would match up. Either I'm gonna just have a big old forehead on this screenshot. Or I'm gonna have my where you can actually see it, but the fact that it disappears like past the cutscene, like it's peeking over here. That's just funny to me. They really decided, yeah, we're gonna give him this right now. Yeah, I got FF7 on Switch too. I watched the boss fight and it's disgraced me. It's terrible. Party man, you support this. You're a big Call of Duty guy. You support Call of Duty though. You wanted this. This is what you wanted, so buy it, play it. You're a big Call of Duty guy. You've been supporting this for years. You've been supporting this. So this is what you wanted. You wanted this. Yeah, there's some kind of misty drug messes with people's heads in the game. So there's a lot of strange stuff in there. City doesn't take up 161 gigabytes of my space. Like, that's like mortgage, bro, for like a console. 161 gigabytes of space? Dang, that's crazy. So yeah. Censored, I've been beckoned. Yo, what's up, Kelly? I stopped playing COD when I got futuristic and wall jumping. Well, they went back from that though, Gamer Goon. But yeah. Any games you have all the versions of? I think maybe Chrono Trigger. Maybe not every version. A lot of them. I stopped playing. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, Party Man. You did not stop playing years ago. That's a lie. You did not stop playing years ago. That's you lying. Like, I'm gonna dice you up like Cloud. That's a lie. You did not. Party Man, you play it like you. It's like you're a guilty person. Like, you look around, you turn out the lights, you close the door, you lock it, and then you play Call of Duty when nobody's looking. All of us have that guilty pleasure game, and that's what you do. So, that's what you do. 100%. That's what you do. You did it multiple times. Guilty pleasure. I could show you my playtime. You've deleted it. I'm under the impression it was artwork for NOA, but I could be wrong. That was censored, yes, but also some scenes, some like nudity scenes were also censored in there as well in the game, and that's what people aren't liking. So right now there's a little bit of back and forth about who actually did it. Was it ad hoc? Was it Nintendo? Like, what's going on? So we're still trying to figure out like all of that. But Eurogamer, I guess Eurogamer got a response from ad hoc and said that it was Nintendo, but I don't see it on Eurogamer though. Let me see if I can find the article. Stop January 27. They don't even Eurogamer don't even update the Nintendo page. They don't update a damn thing. Big love to Khalid. Thank you for the subscription again. I don't know what happened. OJ, when are you going to play Nicki Minaj and COD? When you pay me? I already told you guys I'll do it, but you gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay. Maybe they said to due to classification of potential pornographic material in Texas, that's a big deal. Sites are banned. It seems odd though. I don't think that's it. Nintendo's not even based in Texas, so yeah, I don't think that's it. I don't think I think that Dispatch 2 will be coming to Switch 2 if it ever happens. No, I think Dispatch 2 would come to Switch 2. I think it'll come as long as some people buy it because they'll see it as a way to make money. So I don't think that's it. No. Or Dispatch Season 2. Switch Up also mentioned in their review that the developer implied via email that Nintendo pushed for it. I think that is BS. Switch Up also mentioned that in their review that developer implied via email that Nintendo pushed for it. I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, it's weird. It seems like two different things are being said, but to me, it seems like the onus would probably fall on Nintendo, and I would have to blame Nintendo right now until we get more information. But I think this is something that Nintendo probably asked for. That's what I'm guessing. Or probably wanted. Or probably said that you gotta do. Like, that's what I would think.
I own every version of Xenoverse 2, even the Stadia version. Lol, I'm not proud of it. It's an addiction, I guess.
Shout out to
Lol,
Justin.
rolling on the floor laughing.
Let's go. Combo breaks. I didn't watch Switch Up's review of it just because, like I said, I kind of stopped watching like video game content creators. Although I do watch Switch Up sometimes. I do watch his reviews. I think he's a good content creator. But yeah, I didn't watch the review or anything like that. So I did not watch that. Revenue and more personal. Okay, so Microsoft revenue in more personal computing was 14.3 billion and decreased 3% with the following business highlights. Windows and OEM and devices revenue increased 1%, relatively unchanged. Windows and Xbox content and services decreased 5%. So yeah, OEM. Where's the sales numbers for Xbox ROG Ally, Microsoft? Where's the sales numbers for that at? Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. Satellite View Nutella. And in gaming, we are committed to delivering great games across Xbox, PC, cloud, and every other device. Yeah, every other device. So yeah, every other device. I thought Nintendo had learned their lesson from censoring games. You keep on repeating the same thing, Ninmar, and we've already answered this a million times. Why do you keep repeating the same damn thing? Jesus Christ. You've repeated that same thing over and over. I don't know why or what's up with this one. I don't know, my man. Sometimes they do things that we don't know. We have to wait and see, bruh. You keep on saying the same damn thing, though. Stop repeating it. Holy crap. You said it like 7 times already. I don't know why. Hell, the next time there might be something else. It might not be censored. I don't know, dude. Holy shit. Excuse my French. You didn't realize you were saying that, bro. You literally you definitely copy and pasted the same thing. You said the exact same thing over and over, and I've already responded to variations of what you just said like 5 million times. Look, I can see it right here. Literally, you said it right here. I thought Nintendo learned from their lesson from censoring games, and you said it again right here. I thought Nintendo learned from censoring. Like it said it definitely. No, I'm just messing with you, Ninmar. I'm just messing with you, bro. No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just messing with you. It would help to know if Dispatch remains unchanged outside of US eShop. It's censored in Japan too. Yeah, it's censored in Japan. On the Switch too, at least. It's censored in Japan. At least from what I understand it is. So yeah. I'll make a video on it tomorrow too. So we'll see if that actually affects the sales though. Let's take a look because it was actually one of the top pre-orders. So does that now become one of the games that don't sell as much? Let's see. Yeah, I expect them to still release it on Switch too, but I think maybe with the enough backlash, they won't censor the next season at the bare minimum. Oh man, Dragon Quest overtook Final Fantasy as the bestseller. Yeah, Dispatch is still number 3 on the eShop. So I mean, people are still gonna buy it, I guess, regardless. But like I said, long term, or I think maybe some people don't even know that it was censored too. There's probably some people that don't even know, they just bought it anyway. So, but yeah, it's number 3 right now. So people are still gonna buy it. People are still gonna buy it. Yeah, all the games are like went back to like non-sale territory as well, so we'll see how long it lasts at the top there though. We'll see how long it lasts. It might not last as long. So we'll see with that. There's also saying on Tom Warren's post, I saw a message right here. Reese is expecting more layoffs from Microsoft too. It says the gaming, like they're expecting more layoffs as well. So I was trying to tell people that this strategy doesn't work. This whole strategy with Game Pass and whatever, this stuff don't work, bro. I was already telling people this, but I was seen as just a troll or a fanboy or whatever. You know, so I was trying to tell people. So it is what it is. That's like 3 pixels. If you've noticed, Arnold Schwarzenegger was censored in Japan eShop. Terminator. He was? Unless I'm mistaken, censored scenes are very few. Can't people just watch the scenes online and be happy if they're too mad? I mean, you could, but in the moment, it takes away from that scene. Like, you shouldn't have to do all that. It should just give you... It's a mature-rated game. It's stupid. So, I just think that it's dumb and it shouldn't happen in the first place. So yeah. So it just shouldn't happen in the first place, in my opinion, at least. My opinion. Microsoft is winning. Some important economist. Yeah. Well, I'll say this, guys. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna wrap it up here because I've got to wake up early for the Nintendo Direct tomorrow morning. So I'm going to try to stream the Nintendo Direct. If I wake up in the morning, I'll stream it. I promise I'll stream it if I wake up. But until then, I need you guys to check out my videos on the channel. So if you have not seen my videos on the channel, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I'm gonna put this link real quick. All right. Yeah, I'll be up early for the Tomodachi Life Direct, man. Big love, guys. Thank you for coming out to the stream. I don't know if Ring Fit Adventure 2 is going to be announced, Ninmar. So if you haven't seen my most recent video, check it out. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Shout outs to everybody. Ninmar, shout outs to everybody that came through. Justin, multiple donuts from Justin. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Big love that you're actually back in like your house and warmth and all that good stuff. So we're gonna have I gotta make the dispatch video. I'm gonna gather as much information as possible, and then I'm going to make the dispatch video. But we'll see. Let me gather information first. So I might make that video tomorrow, but depending on what's announced for Tomodachi Life, we might have a video on that, or do you just, I don't know, we might just do whatever. But tomorrow is Thursday, so yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. And then we're gonna have JoJo Friday. We're gonna do like a big stream on Friday. We're gonna hang out and do a big stream on Friday. We might even make that into like a little bit of a marathon stream, because I kind of owe you guys that. So yeah, there's something there. There's something there. We got to talk about that. So big love to everybody here that came out to the stream. Shout outs to everybody that watched as well. B Martin, big love to B Martin. Superpower Man, Party Man, all the women. B Queen, Khalid. Let's go. Thank you guys for your support, like always. Appreciate everybody that came through. So yeah, it's all good. So yeah, it's all good. Overall, so yeah. Overall, we had a great show. And I think that, let me tell you why it was a great show overall. So yeah, it was a great show overall because we talked about a lot of stuff. And let me explain why I talked about a lot of stuff that was so great. No, okay, I'll stop. Big love, guys. Thanks for coming out. I'll be up early tomorrow morning. I think the Tomodachi Life, Nintendo Direct. What time is that? Let me double check to see what time it is real quick before I get off the stream. Let me double check. It's at, okay, it's at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. my time. So yeah, I'll be up early. So yeah, we'll be up early. We'll be up early for that one. Okay, guys. Deuces, thanks for coming out to the stream. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. If I'm not up, just know that I fell asleep and I didn't wake up in time. If you guys don't get the Tomodachi Life Nintendo Direct or whatever, Tomodachi Life Direct, is because I'm asleep and I didn't feel like waking up. All right. Okay, guys. All right, take it easy.